For 20 years, UWA has stood the test of time. Its history defined by its unforgettable moments, rivalries, larger-than-life characters, and most importantly, its dedicated fans. This is the history of UWA Elite.
Will be me.
Welcome to UWA Elite's 20th anniversary show. We have a jam-packed card, what is sure to be the biggest event of the year for UWA Elite. So much going on here. MC Hill, what are you most excited for here?
Not only being the man of 1,000 spreadsheets back here once again with UWA Elite, we've got the main event, the triple threat match for the UWA Elite Championship. What I'm most excited about is the Territory Championship, not just because it is the Matt Mechanic and the New York Drip, but we've got a drum kick out here by a commentary. This is amazing. Before any of that happens, James is going to tell us about something really special we've got to kick ourselves off.
You do not get to 2 decades of UWA Elite without a lot of amazing performers. So we are going to go to the ring to celebrate right here.
South River, it is now time for a special Hall of Fame induction. And now, coming to do the inducting, returning the UWA Elite Big Dan Lyman!
Thank you everybody for coming today. Always bear with me. Okay, now we got it. So, today, Jim Logan. Where to start? Growing up with brothers, it was always a blessing. I have 3, I don't know if you know. KTV, my brother. Obviously Jim Logan. And the lost Marty Corey, who wrestled at one time as the White Ninja, but we'll just put that to the side. Growing up in our teens, as 4 young men, we like the simple things. Rock and roll, sports, and wrestling. Wrestling was the paramount of our existence. Yeah, just a little shout out to my boys, the Paramount back there, Press, Quest, Cypress, Eddie Thomas. It was the best stable ever, I mean, in UWA Elite history, to my knowledge. We all follow wrestling religiously, but nobody had it and lived it and breathed it deeper than the Outlaw. It all started in our backyard in nearby Spotswood. Go Chargers, sorry for everybody that's in South River here. And we'd spend hours in our day creating the Spotswood Wrestling Federation. If there was one person that you would call the creator of the Spotswood Wrestling Federation, it was definitely the Outlaw. He basically designed and created everything that we had in our little backyard universe. The ring, which was a trampoline with some, I don't know, I guess you call it like cardboard, like corrugated cardboard. I think we went to plywood from there. But basically he created the entrance, the theme music, even the belts, which he created in shop class. The SWF lasted for a couple of years, but eventually our dad, who was then dubbed as the Surgeon General, decided he had enough of us. So it was on to bigger and better pastures from there. He got tired basically of us buying everything from Englishtown Flea Market and hitting each other with it in the head. Anyways, we needed a new home, and here's where we found Dave Swan, starting up a startup company called the United Wrestling Alliance, as it was at the time, in Sayreville. He convinced his mom, Rose, and his dad, who we affectionately knew as Punch, to have wrestling for a while, which turned into a couple of years. We originally started on a trampoline, but this is where the creator of the Outlaw comes in. He basically built us a ring made of tires, big wooden posts, I think garden hoses. He was always creative, and it always stayed with him through the years. And then I mentioned that Jim was a good wrestler too. Sorry, all this talk about him being a creator, I just wanted to let you know how great of a wrestler he was. He would start with us in the Spotswood Wrestling Federation and UWA Elite and have countless and mindful feuds. I mean, he had very innovative matches, such as the casket match. My favorite, which he wrestled me, was the sledgehammer on a pole match, which lasted 45 minutes and everybody hated, but I liked it. Those times, I mean, they developed the friendships and the brotherhoods that we still have to this day. In 20 years, we're here 20 years, and here we are still doing this today. Other than our backyard mud wrestling training, as some JC refers to it as, Jim started getting a little more serious, and he started training at Jersey All Pro Wrestling, which I don't know if you are familiar with that. Started in Bayonne, and him being a mentor and developer for so many talents that came through this UWA, UWA Elite, and so forth. He trained half the guys. I mean, I even think he trained Brian Brass at Walmart, if I'm not mistaken. In the original UWA, the Outlaw would have countless times, and I mean, he feuded with us, tagged with us, feuded with us again, tagged with us at another match, but it was basically what he created outside of UWA, and that was basically his desire and passion to create. So after UWA Elite Wrestling, he would go to travel and wrestle in countless states and countries. Then he started getting more into prop development, and he built himself a business from the ground up. And from there, he's met countless wrestlers and had multiple appearances throughout the wrestling universe. But if you were to say one word about the Outlaw Jim Logan, I would sum it up with this, and that's limitless. The man can literally do whatever he wants. He's that smart. Anyways, without further ado, your 2021 Hall of Fame inductee, the Outlaw Jim Logan.
Guys, it's the start of the show. Make some freaking noise! Make some freaking noise! Thank you, brother, for the great intro there. Full disclaimer, when they originally asked me to do the UWA Hall of Fame, I thought I was beginning my speech in front of the boys. So there's gonna be a lot of stuff that you guys don't quite understand, but just play along. Here we go, I even wrote the whole thing. Some of you may know me by different names. Wynant, The Outlaw, New Wave, Dave Logan, S. Daddy, and it's not what you think. Some of you may have heard the legendary stories of Sledgehammer on a Pole, the guy who was locked in a casket for a week, throwing flaming darts at Joey Hedges, mentoring the likes of Tech, Vincent, Valentine, and my brothers, and more. The man who hit his own mother with a sledgehammer. That'll make me face now. Yes, there have been many revolutions and evolutions, version this and version that, but tonight, the final version is here in Jim Logan. Yes, there will be other references and nostalgia to follow tonight in this speech that will pop Vincent Valentine if nobody else. Isn't that right? Jerky. This night, 10 years and 1 day after my last professional wrestling match on June 11th, 2011 in Tampa, Florida. You know, I really thought I'd be doing this until I couldn't walk anymore. Anyone close to me during my time in the business would have said the same exact thing. Pro wrestling was my life, the backbone of my existence. I gave my life and body to it for 12 years, and I am still paying it for it to this day. I can't comprehend exactly what made me walk away. Life had different plans, I suppose, and here we are. There's a lot of people to thank and acknowledge for the wild ride that ensued after I first stepped into a pro wrestling ring and into Dave Swan's backyard somewhere in there. I'm not sure how it happened, but somehow my original trainer, Magic, Andrew Morgan, has found his way to the UWA. So it's nice that he can hear me in the back when I say thank you. My big black daddy, he taught me a lot about the business and about life, most of which I quickly forgot. I was only 16, man. But I'll never forget him having my back, even if it was as simple as getting me a payday out of his pocket at my first show after I was stiffed, and I had used all of my gas to get to that show. Wasn't really planning ahead. After a few years in the pro wrestling business, I met Dave Swan. I don't really remember how it happened, and it doesn't really matter. You know, most of you probably don't know this, but I literally built the first UWA ring. I was its creator. That sort of makes me, what's the word? Never mind. I'll never forget the night we were in Dave's backyard, pouring the concrete for the post, and the late, great Punch Swan came home to find us decimating his lovely backyard. To his surprise, apparently. Thank you, Punch, for putting up with all of our BS over the years and allowing us to do this thing. This ridiculous thing, wrestling in a well-built, homemade ring in some guy's backyard, performing like it was prime time Monday night. Serious business and serious backstage politics. This wild crap that would form friendships, all kinds of life experiences, pay Linda's rent, RIP, and develop skills that there was just no way to practice for, definitely not on your local indie spot show. It would also form stronger bonds between the family. It was through the UWA that I really brought my brothers, Big Dan and KTB, into the business. Now we have solidified a family legacy here in the UWA that will never be forgotten.
me personally, it has also allowed me to start developing new skills while exercising and nurturing a now unbelievably broad spectrum of skills to come, both in front of the camera and behind, in all aspects of what would become my life's work. My experience in the UWA has largely been responsible for my success today, and I can't repeat that again. So thank you, Vertigo. No, seriously, thank you, Dave Swan. With all that said, and believe me, and if you know me, you know this, I have never spoken words like this in my life. It is truly an honor to be here, to see my old friends, enemies, rivals, some of the above, and accept this induction into the UWA Hall of Fame. I just wish the machine could have been here to see it. I am proud to be a part of the groundwork, proud to see you all here in the crowd and in the locker room, and proud to see the United Wrestling Alliance evolve into the UWA Elite. I have heard the word mentor thrown around, legend, that's great, but I'd like to remind you here in the crowd and everybody in that locker room, I'm more than a mentor, I'm more than a legend, I'm a freaking god. Thank you. That's somebody.
Oh, you know.
I got here to congratulate his brother. Nice thing.
Family reunion right here. This is a great start to the show.
My two brothers, Dan and Jim, the peers who got me into this business. You see, 20 years ago, just a couple miles up the road, a group of us gathered in the backyard of Dave Swan, pouring out our passion for wrestling in front of our friends. And you fast forward 20 years, and here we are in a parking lot, still wrestling in front of a bunch of our friends. You see, nothing has changed here at all. Unlike everybody else in the back, you actually did something with your life. But for some reason, you decided to come back here to the UWA Elite. Why? For some Hall of Fame award? To stroke your ego in front of the boys, just like everybody else here? I'm here for one reason, and that's to fight. I'm not here for awards. I'm not here to be one of the boys. I'm here because I thoroughly enjoy hurting people. And I can't fulfill that tonight because I have no scheduled victim.
Whoa! KTB just punched his brother.
You see, I asked Dan here to fight me, but he's currently sleeping. So how about, Jim, you prove to me how much you changed. You prove to me that you're not like everybody else in the back, and you fight me tonight. And I'll show you how much I've changed. And that I am the most superior of siblings.
Whoa, family affairs are on display. KTB challenging his brother, now Hall of Famer. Yeah,
10 years and 1 day since the last match. You just heard him say, I don't know, what's he gonna do? I mean, the Outlaw answered the challenge of his brother, but it's been a decade. It's been over a decade since his last match. Good to see Big Dan is on his feet.
Against a man who decimated not just the UWA,
yeah, I mean, he practically tore apart Finnegan at the Dangerous Uprising.
match is scheduled for one fall. And it is for the UWA Elite Iron Man Championship. Introducing first, the challenger, wrestling out of Tuckerton, New Jersey. Here is truly terrific And his opponent, wrestling out of Harden, New Jersey. He is the UWA Elite Iron Man Champion, Explosive
Fuels my soul. This is the New Blood Initiative.
Okay, yeah, all right. Jason's got to check and see if we're gonna get some words from Jim Logan here. See if he's gonna answer the challenge of KTD. So James, looks like you and me on this one.
Fair enough. And what we have right in the ring right now is the Iron Man Championship up for grabs.
Hi Thomas, Eddie Thomas. Hashtag no relation. One-on-one for the Iron Man title. Explosive Eddie Thomas said he's sick of the whining, sick of the insulted. I mean, he's got the new talent initiative, but it looks like he's kind of just beating these guys.
I mean, if you think about last month, he just decimated his opponent just to destroy him. He went out of his way to take him and just drive him into the ground to make his point. And Ty, for good reason, just didn't want to see it anymore. So that's where this match came from, and it is going to be a good one.
Ty Thomas coming to the rescue of Boom Harden. I mean, Ty Thomas got 2 eliminations in the Ultimate Gauntlet, in the Ultimate Turmoil Gauntlet, a win over a tag team champion in a singles match, came to the aid of Boom Harden, and that's just in the last 2 UWA Elite events. So I called this one for Eddie Thomas in my preview, my predictions, but I certainly wouldn't mind being wrong on this one.
I cannot disagree with you there. Eddie Thomas, for as much as I have known him, as long as I have, and being the expressive.
Oh, detonator early? No. Ty Thomas able to maneuver his way out of it. Then we get a full Nelson from Eddie. We're just going to have to go with Ty on this one.
I think so, because Thomas is my lawyers. 2 count. There we go.
All right, kick out by Eddie, and looks like the champ is maybe in a little bit of trouble early here. Bit of back and forth, but Ty with the upper hand.
Well, Eddie's the kind of guy he's going to feel him out. He really, I was happy to see right at the get-go there was that chain wrestling. Eddie doesn't really bring out his technical prowess as much as we know he has it. Reverse back, he's got him in that side headlock.
Eddie back in control now. He's going to send him off the ropes, going across the ring. Ooh, big shoulder tackle by Eddie.
Got it scouted. Crisscross. Up and see.
Yeah, Ty goes up and over, but like you said, Eddie has it scouted. Eddie's turning his back though. Ty up and over the top rope. Eddie's still not looking.
That poor cat didn't see it coming. Grabs an Irish whip to the ropes, and now here we go again.
Leapfrog by Ty and a nice forearm sends Eddie out to get some air. Gets his breath on the side here.
Already, these guys, they clearly have each other scouted. They've watched each other's matches. These interactions are attempt, repeat, attempt, adjust. There's a lot of sort of call and response by what's going on. It's wonderful to see. Oh,
it looks like Eddie's had enough. He's coming back. Going back through the curtain. No. Oh, here comes Ty. Ty chases him down, catches him from behind. He's going to bring him back to the ring. Eddie, as we know, the champion's advantage. He does not have to finish this match. If he gets counted out, he still keeps the championship. He loses the match, but so what?
And if there's one thing that says the Thomas brothers, it is leaving the match on a DQ.
Crowd very much behind Ty here.
Good reason. Oh! Smashing his head right into the...
Should we say it? Should we say it?
I don't want to say it.
I want to say it. The hardest part of the ring
is Eddie's head.
Ty well in control now. He's got Eddie doubled over outside the ring. Sneaks right in to break up the count.
But now we're, the count is restarted, and it is Eddie back in control. He's going to use every advantage. Doesn't matter how much technical prowess he has. Now that he's outside, he has a lot to work with.
Eddie's just stalking Ty at this point. Sending him into the ring post. Looks like we're going to do it again. Oh, into the stairs.
Do that stairs buckle, and Ty looks like, I was going to say that count is getting a bit long.
Yeah, referee Ryan T looks like he was up to 8 on that count. Now Eddie back in the ring. Ref Ryan T's going to restart it. I don't think Eddie would have any problem at all winning this one by count out. Just embarrassing the younger competitor here.
Yeah, in another match with another competitor, they may roll out at 5 just to exact more pain. I don't think that's what Eddie's going to do. I think he's fine with taking this win. But Ty, we're seeing some life. He's starting to get up.
Ty with a whole lot of heart. And in response to my predictions on Twitch, Ty sent me a tweet that said, with all due respect, Mr. MC Hale, I can't wait to prove you wrong on Saturday and make the Iron Man Championship #truly terrific.
What you missed there was Eddie, the minute Ty was in that ring, came stomping. He did not give Ty a moment to breathe, a moment to think, right back into the attack.
And you may not like the way that he does it, but you can't argue with effectiveness. And Eddie Thomas, he is the Iron Man champion for a reason, and it's moments like that. He's not going to give his opponent time to catch his breath. He's not going to let Ty really come back into the ring and get any momentum going. He's just going to press that advantage, and this is exactly what he's doing right now.
Take whatever he can, whatever is around. We saw how he won that title from Corvis. He is methodical and destructive compared to his brother Miles, who is just destructive.
Trying to get a little bit of momentum going here. A couple of rights to the jaw. Eddie with a reversal, sending Ty into the corner with a head of steam. Big shoulder, no. Up and over goes Eddie, but he catches himself on the top, on the apron, and then delivers, just raking the eyes across the top rope.
Looked like he was going to try and run him across, but no, it's a whole lot better when you can just blind the man.
Dropping a shoulder and a bit of a nonchalant cover here by the champ. Only a 2 count. Ty not ready to give it up quite yet.
And Eddie still, Ty has taken control for brief moments, but every single time he does, Eddie has something scouted, he gets back on top, and that's when the thumb to the eyes goes, the rake across the ropes, whatever it takes.
Looks like Eddie was trying to separate the shoulder. Oh, now going after the knee. What won him the title in the first place is targeting the lower extremities of his opponent.
Ty now holding on to that leg. I have a feeling that is going to come into play as we move forward. Eddie is methodical. I keep saying it, and the reason is because...
Setting up for that C4. No. Ty is able to get that boot to the backside, sending him into the turnbuckle. Up and down into a side slam. 1, 2... Not quite enough to put away the champ yet.
It was close though, Eddie. I don't think Eddie was expecting that one. But let's see whether Ty can capitalize, whether he's got any steam back in the old pipe.
That might be what Ty has to do, is maybe come... Oh, nice! Coming off of the middle rope with a back heel, sending Ty down. And then, yeah, as I said, that might be what Ty has to do, is maybe catch the champ by surprise. Maybe with a roll-up, and maybe, something that sunset flip, something that Eddie doesn't see coming. Because as you said before, he's got just about everything scouted at this point.
Yeah, it is precisely the way he goes into these matches. And this one, I will say, he has been a little bit more with the vindictive and a little bit more of the when the ref's not looking than I've seen him in prior months. But that's what he needs to be, Ty. That's what he'll use.
Toe-to-toe in the middle of the ring, exchanging right hands, and now Ty going hard into the turnbuckle. Eddie with another head of steam. Ty getting that elbow up.
On that one. Oh, but...
One good turn deserves another. Both men catching each other's offense. Now Ty's put up rather against his will up on that top turnbuckle. What does Eddie have in store for him here?
Maybe a superplex, maybe... Yep, that looks like what he's going to go for now. Will Ty let it happen?
He's softening him up. Ty's got it blocked. He's got that left leg wrapped around the middle rope.
No.
Sending the champ halfway across the ring. Ty's looking to the crowd for approval.
The UWA Army is behind him. Shaky legs.
Oh, and there it is, the truly terrific turnbuckle tackle by Ty Thomas. sends Eddie down into the middle of the ring.
And now it is both men on the mat. Whichever man gets to his feet very well could be the winner of the Iron Man Championship. Both of them have given quite a bit in this match. It's going to be a tough race.
Ref Ryan T up to 4 on his 10 count. See if which man can get to their feet first. It looks like we got a little bit of life from Ty here. Not much from Eddie yet. Eddie's just kind of... No, it looks like he's going to make it up too. Okay, both men to their feet.
There was spaghetti arms for a brief moment, but his Ty seems to have gotten the good charge. Looking underneath it. But that knee, Eddie is wobbling.
Looking like he's getting a bit of that momentum, that all-important momentum here with a head of steam and a big splash into the corner.
Eddie was seeing birds, but goes for the reversal. How does he do that?
Right up onto the middle turnbuckle and nice slam down into the middle of the ring. And 1, 2, and thought we had a new champ there. Ty Thomas almost able to escape with the Iron Man Championship belt around his waist.
Yeah, that was, you can't get much closer than that. Ty now, I'm sure, is wondering what he's going to have to do. That was a picture perfect belly to belly.
So now Eddie's actually using the ropes to try and get his feet under him again. Ty's got to press this advantage. Looks like he's going to, sending the champ off the ropes. Reversal by Eddie. Ty coming hard off the ropes and which drives the jaw of Eddie Thomas into his knee.
Eddie Thomas making that, like, it's not a rookie move, but tired.
Oh, there it is. There it is, the detonator. That's got to be it. Eddie throws an arm over 1, 2, and no! Ty gets his foot on the rope. Ref Ryan T is able to see it. Eddie's beside himself.
He almost was laying down and they almost had both had their shoulders on the mat. Eddie rolled up just his shoulder in time, and Ty with that amazing ring awareness, as they call it, just barely getting his foot up on that bottom rope.
It's not something that we're used to seeing from such a young competitor, but as you said, the ring awareness was certainly on point as Ty able to just barely drape the ankle over that bottom rope.
Here's the problem. Eddie there is sitting there talking to Ryan T and not.
Well, Eddie's taking his belt and going home. Oh, he's not going home. Eddie was looking to put that belt right into the jaw of Ty, and there's the great equalizer that we're used to seeing from Eddie Thomas, and the detonator and the cover. 1, 2, that's got to be it.
Yeah.
The winner of the match, UWA Elite Iron Man Champion, Explosive Eddie Thomas.
They don't ask you how, they ask you how many. Eddie Thomas able to retain the Iron Man Championship. And it sounds like, I think we're going to be going to the back here for a moment. Yeah, we have some words from Jim Logan going to be answering the challenge. Let's see what he says about his brother, KCB.
Kyle, KTB. You know, I came all the way out here for something very special to me. And you had to try and take that from me. Why? Because you want to spit on our family legacy here in the UWA? Because you want somebody to fight? Big Dan? No. I know exactly what you want. And I can't say I didn't half expect this from somebody in the UWA locker room tonight. But I did not expect my own brother to come out and tarnish one of my proudest moments. So you know what they say, brother. Never leave home without them. So if you want somebody to chew on, little beast boy, after 10 years, I'm going to race him. And tonight, at the 20th anniversary of the UWA, we are both going to get exactly what we want.
And now, coming to the ring,
Dad Strong against the Fat Boys, Magic and Prince, as well as DAWG Nation and the Golden Era.
Got all three members of the Golden Era out here. Wet Brett Walters and Goldie going to be in the ring. We've got Sean Vanore out at ringside cheering him on.
We just got chaos in the ring immediately right off the bat.
We could list the names, but right now it is just a battle royale, and that way
I'll just tell you, everybody's getting a piece of action right now.
it is just a boss fight from pillar to post.
Let's call out the names that the way that the Army of the Dark Angel announced them. So we've got Barely Legal, the Senior Citizen Team, 1.5 Stepdads, and Little Dog Nation.
This match,
I'm merely quoting.
and I have to guarantee, as you already said, this is the number one contender match. The winners will then immediately face the Army of the Dark Angel.
James, I just saw the Dad Strong and Magic and Prince all huddle up together. They have a plan in mind.
We got some teamwork going on.
No way!
That was a lot.
Man, they had me there for quite a second. I thought they were gonna all dive on them. That's crazy. Oh, Kruger will take the group out.
All it took was one. The idea of Magic, Prince, Kruger, and Strong jumping on you is enough to scare them out of this match.
The big Stepdad splash there.
Power of illusion on the vet's side.
Would it be too much to call that a full house?
Speaking of illusion, we have got some experience here in Magic, right out there ringside. He's been wrestling longer than most members of the UWA Elite roster have been alive.
Wow. And he's still going. What does that tell you about the man?
What's wonderful about this match, if you look at the teams that are in it, there is a lot of successful UWA Elite tag teams. Classic in the Fat Boys. We got Belmont not seen today, but in his place, veteran and Johnny Strong. There is just, we are going to see something super special, but I'm a little concerned whoever takes this goes up against the Army of the Dark Angel next, and they're going to be, they've gone through 3 other teams. This match most certainly benefits the Army of the Dark Angel holding on to the straps.
You know, JC Strong has struggled. He ate defeat at Dangerous Uprisings, didn't know where he was in his head, where he was going to go next, and he found Kruger, and Kruger happily accepted him as part of the Stepdads. Again tonight, going as Dad Strong.
Yeah, pick yourself up, dust yourself off, rub some dirt on it, and get back in the ball game. That was the advice that Kruger gave to Strong after Strong got, I mean, quite frankly, demolished by BT Bull. I like this. Good match, a good mix of experience and youth in this match.
Yeah, very much so. Now you see Alan Clayball, yeah, and JC Strong now. Ooh, wow, really throwing his face right into the turnbuckle. Smashing his nose in.
Strong, who you might know from MTV's Ridiculousness, Nickelodeon's Crash Leaks, and just a little aside here, Bradley Belmont's trainer.
Really?
As a matter of fact, yeah, Belmont coming up into professional wrestling. Johnny Strong, the man who trained him.
Wow, look at that.
So has been featured on ESPN. If you've never seen that particular video, highly recommended. He faces off against the you may not
DAWG Nation making the tag here. Big lariat, big clothesline.
Nice double team maneuver there by DAWG Nation. Oh, but JC Strong now, putting him into like a sleeper hold. Oh, but Sage Matthews now putting the sleeper hold on JC Strong. Wait, oh, and Magic will get it on. What is going on here?
Sleeper hold party here.
Oh, this is just a sleeper hold train. And now Prince will get on board.
We got Goldie coming in.
And is Kruger gonna do it? What's Kruger? Is he gonna join the party? We have a sleeper hold fiesta here.
I believe that's CS.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Sean Vanore coming in from ringside.
Oh, and now they're all toppled down. Oh, and Rowan gets sent right outside of the ring.
Domino jawbreaker right there from beginning to end. Every chip fell.
Excuse me, James. I just couldn't handle the excitement there.
Clearly.
Bodies just strewn across the ring at this point. Looks like Kruger's going to be the first man to get to his feet here.
Hey, Kruger seems to be the dominant force in tonight's matchup. From wiping out the Golden Era and DAWG Nation outside of the ring to ending that domino effect.
Magic with an avalanche. Oh, sending Goldie into the corner. Waters as well. Then just a big splash.
Magic takes his final shot with Clay Ball there.
Oh, but Magic now gets hit in the stomach by Clay Ball. And Magic will collide into everybody.
Just a mass of humanity in the corner.
Oh, right in the. Oh, and another one. Oh,
for the love of. Oh my.
Oh gosh.
Have some mercy.
You can forget about having any kids after that.
Clay Ball's water jugs unhydrated.
Yeah, where's that gallon of water? Oh, when you need it!
Own partner.
Oh, right in the clay balls.
Dogs have been neutered. Prince and Magic standing tall.
Johnny Strong deciding he has seen enough. He is going to take his chance right here with a superhero. Looks like he's about to fly.
We just ate a big boot.
Big elbow for Prince. No, let the leg drop. Nobody home.
What is going on right now?
Guys, a shot right to the keister, as we said earlier. We'll stick with that for tonight.
The tailbone shot from Strong.
I think that's the best way you could have put that.
Yeah, I think that's a better way, for sure.
Strong doing a little dance.
But celebrating too early. Goldie has him on the shoulders. And the head collided with the knee on the way down, and Kruger has Goldie up.
That is gotta be it. Nope. There's another man. This is
Sage Matthews.
Huge pump kick.
with 8 men in this match. How are you ever going to get a victory?
Ooh, and a DDT from Magic there.
By the time you got one guy ready to pin, there's 6 others that got to their feet.
Magic closing the buffet with that spinning neck breaker. Waters.
Oh, but now
Waters is going for a ride.
JC Strong will lift up Waters and place him right down.
He
hit the choke slam.
I know. He is as amazed as we are.
Magic out on the side of the ring here. I think he's going to get some ice cream from the ice cream truck. No, he's not.
Johnny Strong stopping his own momentum.
Oh, but he wants to fly the only way he knows how, and that is with the cape.
That's what a superhero does.
It's UWA Elite's own personal superhero. Strong looking like he's having more trouble with the cape than he is with his opponents.
Oh, now it's a Tad's tease.
There you go. Big head of steam from Strong. No.
Wait, he says he wants to do this right, and
what's he digging for?
He just wants to look good for the free fall, that's all.
Protect your eyes, always.
Safety first.
Alright, here we go. It's finally going to happen.
And now JC Strong, the cape falls off, and that's not momentum, and Claymore with the roll-up. Oh, nobody can get to it in time. Dog Nation gets the immediate tag team title shot.
That is what happens when you let a superhero take his time to get dressed. Phone booth, wrestling ring, Johnny Strong just lost that chance for the Stepdads.
Yeah, Johnny Strong, he was trying to do his superhero dive onto everyone, but didn't see Clayball. It was ultimately Clayball who would go for the pinfall roll-up.
Yeah, Kruger looks a little less than happy with his tag team partner right now.
I can't imagine why.
Did you have to get the cape to do this? Did you have to get the sunglasses?
He took his time, and that was ultimately his downfall.
This match is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the UWA Elite Tag Team Championship. Introducing first the challengers, residing in their bachelor pad, the Scumdog Sage Matthews, the Top Dog Alan Carable, DAWG. Halifax, and Nova Scotia, Canada, they are the UWA Elite Tag Team Champions, Adam Bizarre, Christopher Harris, and the Army of the Dark Angel.
As I said before, congratulations to Dog Nation. They called themselves,
I like that. All right, we'll stick with that.
declaring themselves the new champions a little bit early, as the Army of the Dark Angel wasting no time in getting them in and out of the ring.
You got to think that Chris Powers is at 100%. He missed dangerous uprisings due to an attack from the wretched Bows, but now he's here and he's here to defend his tag team titles.
As I was saying earlier, against two other men, maybe Dog Nation would have a fighting chance. These two guys, these two machines who have held on to these titles, coming in completely fresh, and they don't care about the rules. They're just going to keep the dog alive.
As you said before, JC, not just Powers, but also Bizarre, both of them being taken out by Bows in dangerous uprisings. Bizarre following his loss to Ty Thomas. However, after that event, the Army of the Dark Angel saying Dave Swan finally treating them as the greatest tag team in UWA Elite history, as he should. I mean, and it's a little tough to argue with. They do have a victory over the Protein Pack, who is clearly recognized as one of the greatest tag teams in UWA Elite.
If not the greatest, indeed.
Has Dog Nation bitten off more than they can chew here?
Already standing tall in that ring, a 2 count on Adam Bizarre. I will say that if they lost any of that stamina from that first bout, they are not showing it right now.
Ooh, big clothesline from Adam Bizarre. Oh, it's good. Well scouted from referee Ryan T. He saw that Clayball's hand was under the rope, and that'll force a break in the count.
Double team member starting off with 12. Drop toe from the stunt man.
A headbutt to the lower back, and then a splash.
Wow, brilliant tag team maneuvers there.
2 count only.
And all they need to do is just keep those fast tags, keep those double teams moving, and eventually that 2 will become a 3.
Oh! Looks like Clayball has lost the ball cap there, which is about where 10% of his strength comes from.
And that's one of the things that impresses me most is how he keeps that cap on during matchups. I'm surprised he doesn't have it on right now.
Referee Ryan T. chasing Bizarre out of the ring, making sure we got a one-on-one here.
Powers now driving the forearm in Clayball's face and tossing him into the opposing corner.
There's not much he can do. It is just a ring cut in half, as they say. The Army of the Dark Angel in fairly full control of this match.
Yeah, quick tags, some power moves. Oh, you see one right there from Bizarre, and another just headbutts to the sternum.
After a crazy match, sometimes you see the handprints on a wrestler's match. Rarely do you see a forehead print.
Big right hand delivered, and that'll go to a pinfall. Oh! Sage Matthews, though, will break it by slapping the back of Adam Bizarre.
Sage wants a shot. If Dog Nation wants a chance to walk away with this victory, that's what they're going to have to do. They're going to have to play some of the Dark Angel's games.
And then on the other side of the coin, you got the Army of the Dark Angel just trying to take the win out of Dog Nation. Again, as we've said multiple times, they've already...
I'm sorry, there, MC Hale. Referee Ryan T was distracted, and Army of the Dark Angel took advantage.
Yeah, doing what they do best. But yeah, as I was saying, they tried to take the wind out. They've already wrestled. Dog Nation's already wrestled a match, a brutal match. So they can't have a whole lot left in the gas tank.
Yeah, that was a truly brutal matchup that we saw. Just you gotta take a feel for Alan Clayball. I'm surprised he's able to stand up at this point.
Funny enough.
I mean, yeah. What do you know? This was a similar situation that we ran into last time there, James.
100%.
Like you said, James, the Army of the Dark Angel doing a great job of cutting off the ring, making sure that Clayball is staying in the wrong side of town.
And with we'll say, a bit more of a positive tag team, cutting the ring in half means just a lot of quick tags and a lot of technical moves back and forth. what we're seeing with these guys is they tag, they get Ryan's back turned, and they eye gouges, chokes, bites, nail guns, whatever they can get in the ring.
It's tough enough to keep control of a match in the best of circumstances, but when you've got the Dark Angels minions in there, Ref Ryan T's got his hands full.
Oh, but now Sage Matthews got the
Finally
tag.
got that tag.
Got a big pump kick. Off reverse.
Oh, big elbow delivered to the Powers cranium. Now a forearms for everybody.
Coast to coast is Sage Matthews. One taking him all the way to the outside, ducking under as Powers ends up with a splash on his own man with a bulldog and a pump kick.
And Sage Matthews is on fire.
He has been standing on the outside of this ring for the whole of the match. He came in ready.
House of Fire is Sage Matthews. Bizarre finally forces him back into the Army's corner.
He's calling for it. I think he's calling for the Dark Throne there. As Powers scales to the top. And it connects.
That Bulldog Flatliner combo, they call it the Dark Throne. It has put away more than one tag team here.
Whoa! Wait, whoa! Sage Matthews just kicked out of the Dark Throne.
I was gonna say send him to the pound, but Dog still has a life in it yet.
Guys, I am so shocked here. Matthews just kicked out of the Dark Throne that's put away many a competitor.
But look at the experience from Powers here.
I think you thought like I did, they were going to go for a second one.
Whoa! Powers slams on the brakes before it takes out Bizarre, but a little bit of assistance, and the Army of the Dark Angel hits the deck over to the outside.
I do not know how much Bizarre got of that helmet, though, so now it looks like it is Playbill's chance to possibly redeem himself in the first half of this match.
Oh, and now Sage Matthews attacking Powers on the outside as Clayball and Bizarre continue on the inside of the ring.
Clayball sending Bizarre into the ropes. Side slam. Bit of a swinging side slam there.
Had all the momentum in the world. I'm sure that took the breath out of the Bizarre.
Yeah, Adam Bizarre is a big dude. That is a lot of momentum, a lot of weight to go.
Oh, wicked spine buster there by Clayball.
Finish it! Sage on the top rope. Playbill yelling, finish him.
Oh, but Clayball just couldn't get there in time to cut off Bizarre.
Dog Nation using that black hole slam and swanton combination to put away a few of their opponents. Used over Golden Era and Hedges and Tech.
Wait a minute. The back there, Powers sending up with that helmet.
Oh, and the crack with the helmet connects with Sage Matthews.
Ryan T did not see an inch of it.
And that's how they retain.
Your winners of the match, and still UWA Elite Tag Team Champions, the Army of the DAWG!
Month after month, the Army stands true, and it's not the UWA Elite Army, it's the Army of the Dark Angel.
Vincent Valentine's minions with the victory over Dog Nation. We're going to see Valentine in our main event. But coming up next, we have got a special exhibition, kickboxing against wrestling. Don't go anywhere.
Celebrate your birthday with the UWA Elite All-Stars with the all-new UWA Elite Birthday Bash packages. Get early access to a UWA Elite event, exclusive pre-show meet and greets, and priority seating to a UWA Elite Supercard. Availability is limited. Head over to UWAElite.com for more information and make your birthday party legendary.
Knockout, referee stoppage, or a judge's decision for ring out the competitors.
Riding through my old hood, but I'm in my new whip. Same old attitude, but I'm on that new shit. They say they gon' ride me, see me never do nothing. They know that's the reason they gon' end up on the news split. Oh, tomorrow on my wrist, what's that? We popping bottles like I scored a winning touchdown. Remember me hanging broke, look at me up now. I run my city from the I'm a pro.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just got word that Brandon Cuttino's opponent, Jay the Marquis Evans, will be unable to make it due to an injury. So unfortunately, the winner by forfeit is
That's the Golden Era's music.
Subject to change.
Guess they just couldn't get enough tonight?
Yeah, we already saw them in the four-way #1 contender match. And here they are.
Will Brandon not have a match?
I mean, I don't. If I was your opponent, I wouldn't want to be in a ring with such an ugly person either.
I mean, you probably are such a chump. You want to win by default, huh?
Look at him. Look at him.
I mean, to be honest, Brandon, none of these people here want to see you.
Yes, we do!
No, you don't. Don't lie to yourself. Don't lie to yourself. What they want to see the Golden Era. Yeah, the reason number one, being that we're the best looking people here. Yeah, look at yourself. You're ugly. Come on, you know it. You know it's true. Reason number two, being that we're the most athletic in that locker room. You know it. Everyone knows it. And reason number three, being the biggest reason of them all, is that we are just born better.
You know what? I told the people on social media I was gonna chin check somebody. Oh yeah? I can chin check you, I can chin check you, and I can chin check you.
Oh! All right. Cuttino calling out all comers here.
We accept. But we already had a match earlier. So he's got it.
Awesome. A new opponent here has been named for Cuttino, and it'll be Sean Verone of the Golden Era.
Yeah, Sean Vanore here getting
Vanore, excuse me.
Getting thrown to the wolves. I mean,
Yeah, well, I mean, this does seem like you don't have to go fast.
Ladies and gentlemen, I read you the rules before. This is a special Kickboxer versus a wrestler match. It's fight time! Introducing first, wrestling from your mom's house. Rocking the Golden Era is Sean and his opponent, wrestling out of Newark, New Jersey, accompanied by UWA Elite Hall of Famer Cypress. He is the former USKA, middleweight, Muay Thai, and leg kick champion, Brandon the Mechanic
Well, how do you prepare for a kickboxer?
Yeah, for the benefit of those of you at home, we have got, this is going to be a 10-round match, 2 minutes per round. This is not going to be a 3 count to a pinfall. This is going to be 10 count knockout rules.
Which, I mean, I have to say, Vince, I don't know what kind of kickboxing experience he has. This might be a 2-minute hit the ground after the foot hits the chin match.
I mean, kind of smart on Vanore's on his part to just get out of dodge as quickly as possible. I would not want to go up against the mechanic. I mean, in a wrestling match, in a kickboxing match.
I mean,
in a chess match. Pretty much anything.
I think we are guaranteed to see a mixture of styles from both men. I have no idea of Sean Vanore, so I'm sure he'll surprise me as well.
Cuttino is stepping in, trying to find the spot for his first shot side to come up. Vance just keeps on stepping back because I have no doubt the foot begins to fly with Vance strike.
Cuttino, and on social media earlier this week, when he thought his opponent was going to be the marquee, Jay Evans, saying, "We built this place for you." He started calling himself Blade again, which was the name that he used when he was actually wrestling before he went to kickboxing.
Taking his time to.
Now he's ready to fly. Lion, he's stepping in.
Dodging.
Look at the speed.
Nice dodge there.
The speed from Cuttino.
That kickboxing ability on display with the quick dodges from the jabs that Vanore was trying to deliver.
And for those of you who are not familiar with kickboxing, we are about to hear, there you go. That wood block means 10 seconds left in this first round. And it looks like Vanore is just not quite sure what to make of this.
He took one square, and that was enough, which means
well, Vanore there, saved by the bell, if you would.
Who'd you give the advantage to in cornermen? The Hall of Fame, the UWA Elite Hall of Famer Cypress, or two guys who just lost a match?
Well, Cypress certainly. I mean,
the only benefit Golden Era has is that there's more of it.
You think you might see a little bit of less than legal tactics being used by the Golden Era here?
I don't want to speak out of yes. Yes,
Sean Vanore training at the Monster Factory, the same place that the other two members of the Golden Era are. So, I mean, there is some solid wrestling training, but we haven't really seen much of it yet in this match against the Mechanic.
Yeah, but think about the experience on one side of the ring as opposed to the experience on the other. Cuttino and Cypress? Years of experience combined.
Yeah, Cuttino, former Eurasian champion. He's on billboards in Atlantic City. He's competed in Madison Square Garden. Looking to chin check the Golden Era. Looking to chin check Sean Vanore here.
As we begin round two, Sean Vanore trying to go for the quick jabs.
A little bit more offense here. He seems to be kind of finding his groove a little bit here. Got a clinch. Kickboxing rules. It's allowed to stand for a few seconds.
Got him with a nice rib shot there. Was Vanore.
A little dirty boxing. I like it. What I love about UWA Elite is you see such a variety of match types. This is something that you're not going to see anywhere else. Kickboxing against wrestling, an exhibition match. This is good stuff. I'm enjoying this.
You know, there's so many of these have gone out throughout history. You know, Muhammad Ali and Antonio Inoki, and much more. And now we're witnessing one live in person. I never thought I'd be a part of one.
Rowdy Roddy Piper against Mr. T.
Oh yes, who could forget that one?
And I believe it was my first year here at UWA Elite that we had a boxing versus wrestling match as well. So we are always trying to bring you something different, something special. This 2 rounds in, looks like it is going to be the same.
Just over halfway through round 2, we still got a clinch on the ropes here. This time Cuttino getting a couple of those little gut punches in as the break is happening.
Cuttino, though, you can see that smile on his face. I'm not sure how much preparation will
Vanore again charging Cuttino, driving him into the corner.
And Mechanic complaining that to Ref Ryan T, all he's doing is hugging. All he's doing is trying to clinch. And finally Vanore able to get one shot in.
I was going to say, with kickboxing, there's very regimented. Wrestling, a little bit.
Oh, look at this!
And that's wrestling right there at its finest there with a nice...
There's my point.
Yeah, James, you just called it, man. Saying the wrestling moves may come out, and Vanore with a it was a clean body slam. All right, round 2 coming to an end. We got 1 minute in between rounds here. Both men trying to catch their breath a little bit, maybe get a little bit of water, get some words of encouragement from the Golden Era from Cypress.
In a regular kickboxing match, that would obviously be illegal, I presume.
Absolutely,
yes.
Without a doubt.
So, well, how does Cuttino respond to being body slammed? What happens when he takes a hip toss or something he's just not going to be used to?
Yeah, these hybrid rules certainly are not familiar for either man, so you kind of have to say maybe they're on equal footing.
Perhaps.
The Mechanic has certainly been in the wrestling ring before, so maybe a slight advantage. I mean, who do you have the advantage for? Who are you calling it for so far?
Man, If you ask me, I think it just takes one good shot from Cuttino. I mean, being a professional kickboxer, going to Atlantic City, going all over the world doing these kickboxing matches, I think he has enough experience to where he just needs one good clean shot and clap that chin.
I'm gonna throw on that to the other side. Now that Vanore realizes he can throw a wrestling mat, to throw a wrestling mat in there, throw a body slam, he's got a much bigger arsenal than this.
Very, very good. All right, the bell has sounded. Round 3 is underway, and we got a clinch again.
And again. See, this is just what Vanore likes. Oh, but there you go. Cuttino finally got his just due, punching him in the ribs as a response to the earlier rib shot from Vanore.
Mechanic getting in a little bit of offense here. So he was hugging. All right, both men squaring off. A couple of jabs.
With the left there, with the right.
Just that speed, that ridiculous speed of Cuttino.
Look at that Muay Thai. Look at that Muay Thai stance on
Cuttino's advancing. Vanore once again goes into the ropes, trying to get that rope break from ref Ryan T.
It looks like every time Cuttino sees his spot, sees the mark where he can make his shot, Vanore takes a step right to the ropes.
Halfway through round 3.
Going fast.
Yeah, these 2-minute rounds, they're no joke. It's fast and furious action. And once again, Vanore this time climbing the ropes, almost going out of the ring.
Yeah. You can really see the veteran instinct there from kickboxer the mechanic Cuttino. Keeps forcing Vanore to a corner, to a part of the ring where he knows he can trap him and land punches.
That's some of that kickboxing experience. You are not going to see in many kickboxing matches your opponent ducking through the ropes to try and get a rope break. And can I say props to ref Ryan T for refereeing this match with the hybrid rules, just stepping in when we needed a referee.
Whoa! You want to talk about the wrestling move? There is Blade coming out. That is no longer the mechanic in the ring. That is Blade.
And over the head, the belly just tossed him.
And folks, that is the end of round 3.
As we begin the rest period here, Vanore goes over the corner.
Like I said before, Vanore knowing that he has the wrestling moves under, that he has the power to do those, might have changed the way it works, but if Cuttino has the same advantage, things change just a bit.
Cuttino making a statement at the end of that round.
You can do it, I can do it too.
All right, we got 7 more rounds coming your way. If we do not have a winner, we are going to go to judges, I assume. Do we have judges set up?
10.
No. I've been just drawing smiley faces and TIE fighters. Howdy.
And just looking at these two competitors in the ring, it looks like Cuttino is certainly the fresher of the two. Vanore's looking a little bit desperate, yelling at the fans. The mechanic is, look at him, he's ready to go.
We need to also look at, I'm sure, the tail of the numbers. Height, reach. Cuttino's those knees.
Yeah, some Muay Thai knees there.
And a nice gut punch, and Vanore is down.
Ref Ryan T starting his 10 count. And Vanore just shoves him.
Oh! What a vicious knee shot across the skull. Oh, and he's knocked out. It's over. Cuttino wins.
The Blade knocks out Sean Vanore.
What did I tell you? It was one good shot right to the chin. Knee hits chin. Vanore out for the count.
No reason for standing eights. No reason for counting him down. He is the star.
Brandon the mechanic, Cuttino, call him that, call him Blade, call him the winner as he chin checks Sean Vanore.
Oh, Cypress with a spear right to wet right. Looks like he lost a shoe in the process.
That's the passion he puts in there. Now Eimerman looking to take out the third member of the Golden Era.
That's a lot of experience standing tall in the ring right now.
And what a dynamic duo in Cuttino and Cypress.
If you are enjoying this UWA Elite event, we will be back. UWA Elite, Limit on the Edge, July 24th. UFC kickboxing versus a wrestler. What could happen next month? You'll have to be there to find out.
If you cannot be here live, make sure you are catching all of the action on UWA Elite Network. $6.99 a month, your first week free. Subscribe at UWAElite.com. We have got the Territory Championship Street Fight. Vertigo against Corvis coming up next.
Relive every UWA Elite Supercard in history from the comfort of your own home with UWA Elite Network. Featuring hundreds of hours of UWA Elite action from the last decade you won't see anywhere else. Plus, watch must-see events from over a dozen other promotions, all for just $6.99 a month. Head over to UWAElite.com to join today, and new subscribers get their first week free.
What are you doing? Go Vertigo, why didn't you come get beat? Oh, shut your mouth. Why don't you come get beat, bro?
Get out of here. A little bit of controversy over entrance music here to start the Territory Championship.
Well, that was quite the performance for Eric Corvis. Vertigo wanting that same power.
Yeah.
give a couple of shout-outs before we start. Vinny Dewman on social media playing the guitar, and the Bob Culture podcast.
I'm sorry, man. That's not what you signed up for. I'm going to take his title to make up for it.
Bob Culture podcast pulling double duty, playing drums for both Vertigo and Corvis. Corvis apologizing.
And gentlemen, this match is scheduled for one fall. Our referee will be Ryan T. It will be a street fight, and it will be for the illustrious Territory Championship. Introducing first the challenger, wrestling from Victory in Gardens, New Jersey. He is the Mat Mechanic and
New champ! Right here! New champ!
And his opponent, wrestling from the concrete jungle, he is the Territory Champion, the New York Drip
Vertigo getting comfortable in the corner there, pulling the chair out, putting his feet up.
I mean, it's a street fight, so I got a feeling that Vertigo had many reasons to bring that chair in the
Do you think that chair may see a second appearance in this match?
Just hedging bets, given that he's already folding it up and preparing it for the opening match. Now, let me say right from the start, I can't blame Vertigo just an ounce there for coming in and wanting his music played. Corvis brought in a band. Great entrance for the Mat Mechanic.
Absolutely.
But then, Corvis isn't the champion. He isn't the man who's been carrying that title across New Jersey through UWA Elite and ACPW. So, I gotta say, the New York Trip has an argument to be made that maybe he deserves a little bit better treatment than my opponent gets music and I do.
Yeah, Matt Vertigo defeating Suicide Myers at
Oh, he was going for a vicious kick right off the bat. Oh, and the chair is used against him as it smashes against his skull.
Well, Eric Corvis has interrupted my commentary many, many times before, and that time doing it with a chair to the head of Matt Vertigo.
I don't think Vertigo thought bringing the chair would be used against him so quick. Suicide dive.
The Mat Mechanic getting in the early offense here, trying to get that title back around his waist, or around his waist for the first time.
Yeah,
Corvis has held so many titles.
I will never forget when I debuted for UWA Elite, I saw Eric Corvis take on Matt Vertigo for the Iron Man Championship, and if that was any indication of how good a match could be, just wait till you see what we have here.
There's a difference though. Matt Vertigo has since then gained himself a whole lot of gold and a whole lot of drink.
Made their way over to concession table.
They are making no concessions.
Corvis blowing his nose in a Matt Vertigo t-shirt.
Oh, he just hit him with a bag of pop, and he continues to mutilate Matt Vertigo with a bag of popcorn.
I don't know how tightly packed that popcorn is, but it is making some awful noises.
Our vendor, power to the people, popcorn, delicious stuff. Please check it out. That bag will be on eBay in an hour.
Vertigo getting a little bit of offense back. Making their way over to the drum kit. Right in front of our commentary position here.
Oh no, drums.
Corvis is set up at the drums. And
Vertigo atop Corvis.
Oh,
and smashing Corvis's head with the drumsticks.
Vertigo with a solo on the head of the Mat Mechanic. Oh, just jamming the drumsticks into the neck of Corvis.
Oh, pressure points to the max.
Would you say that Corvis has been snared?
I wouldn't, but feel free.
Done.
Oh, now Corvis gonna use Vertigo. Oh!
Right to the hi-hat.
Anytime you hear a China cymbal being hit, you know it's trouble in the pit. This time, big trouble for the New York Drip.
Corvis is just making music, if you ask me.
How many more music puns are we going to go with today?
I mean,
I got at least 3 more.
A lot of trouble.
You know what to expect.
Wow.
When you got MC Hill, you got James, you got JC, you're going to get a lot of punts.
Yes. If he doesn't see sharp, he'll be flat.
And there's another one.
Eric Corvis going hard into that ring post. Vertigo trying to get his wind back a little bit here.
This being the first street fight for the territorial championship.
Face met the stairs.
His new title, inaugural champion in that Vertigo. He has held it strong for a few months now. This, I would argue, probably not based in competition, just based in match time, his hardest fight for yet.
Yeah, as I said a little bit earlier before things got underway, Vertigo defeated Suicide Myers at SWO Pro Wrestling in Pennsylvania on May 29th, and then Eric Martin at ECWA just 1 week ago, June 5th. So does Matt Vertigo, is he tired? I mean, he's using all sorts of weaponry. He's certainly not too tired to throw some chairs into the ring.
Yeah, there is.
But is wind going to be an issue here? Is energy going to be an issue for the man who's normally I refer to as adrenaline with a beard?
My opinion on that is probably not. If there's one thing that Vertigo's needed, hold him up. That's a belt. I think now that he's got a title, that he's holding on to a prestigious title in New Jersey, in the tri-state area, there's really nothing holding him back from holding on to for a very long time.
Ooh, and Corvis now driving that trash can lid into the face of Vertigo and punching him through it. Oh!
My good lord.
When Eric Corvis did not fight on the side of the Angels, he was one of the most vicious, vindictive men in that ring. And it's a street fight where I really think those colors get to shine again.
And you know, we saw Corvis fight Eddie Thomas in a cage not too long ago, using a toolbox to his advantage, and whatever's under the ring, it's fair game. Corvis has everything.
Drilled the man's face.
I mentioned on my predictions that Eric Corvis might have some trouble with that knee. It's showing no signs of slowing him down at all. I called out how he kind of escaped the #1 contenders match with that frog splash on Damage. But looking at him right now, it doesn't seem to have any ill effect whatsoever.
What is
well in control of this match right now.
What is Corvis constructing here? Just
that looks like a scaffolding of pain.
Yeah, indeed. A scaffolding of steel chairs.
Power bomb.
Oh, he was trying to get that power bomb. You're right there.
Vertigo is fighting out of it.
Wouldn't you? Oh, back.
Oh, spine buster! Right into that steel chair scaffolding, or whatever you want to call it at this point.
Mad Vertigo hits the drip drop through the chairs. 1, 2, that's got it. No!
We were talking about Corvis's knee, but now we probably should be talking about his lower spinal cord.
I called out the Bob Culture podcast. Thank you to Bob for playing the drums here. But if you catch the Bob Culture podcast, you have seen the Matt Mechanic and the New York Drip, Matt Vertigo and Eric Corvis.
Oh, and another vicious chair shot across Corvis's back.
With a war of words on the podcast earlier this week. And there is no love lost between the two of these men. And you can see that happening in the ring right now.
No, and I wonder how much is Corvis now what I'd assume is the latter half of his career. He is veteran stats, his Hall of Fame stats here at UWA and across the Eastern Seaboard. Matt Vertigo, I don't know whether he's reached his peak. He still has so much to give in the ring that I wonder how much of it is just a smidge of professionalism.
And Matt Vertigo saying almost that exactly. He's saying that Corvis was retired for a reason. Vertigo respects the past, but Matt Vertigo is the present. Eric Corvis is the past.
Vertigo having since found his swagger year or so.
The gear strike from Corvis.
His entire demeanor's changed, and his wrestling offense has become that much more effective. It is just brutal shot in every corner.
Yeah, that palm strike, the gear shift from Eric Corvis, and now slide slam
right onto the steel chair, and that chair is bent out of proportion.
That chair is retired.
Eric Corvis earlier this week calling himself the medication that will clear up the drip. Looking to do a little bit more damage. Looking like he's going after the knees, no, going after the midsection. Going after the lower midsection.
Oh, the extremities. Oh!
The deep bread basket, if you will. The garlic knots of the bread basket.
Corvis just doing damage in all sorts of nasty ways.
Again with that trash can lid on the back of Vertigo.
Matt Vertigo's such a tall, long-limbed competitor. If you can take out his center, if you can take out his center of gravity, then you've got a decided advantage. Oh, and just an elbow across the lower back.
And this is what I was saying about Corvis. He knows a match like this deeply. I have seen him fight
What other kind of
last
fun
man
stuff
standing.
can we do?
I've seen him fight I Quit Man. He took down the road a couple years back. Everything he does always leads to a match where he doesn't have to abide the rules because he really loves it.
Oh, but Corvis now, he was trying to continue to set up the chair in the corner, but too much time was taken as Vertigo was on the attack.
Vertigo now taking control. Looks like he's setting.
Setting it up upside down.
Guys, that is legs up. That is vicious.
Yeah, the spikes of those legs are
unforgiving.
Yeah.
Corvis can set up one scaffold. Vertigo's going to apparently impale him on a couple folding chairs.
Oh no!
Scoop slam, no.
Corvis now having it scouted.
Sending Vertigo into the chair. No.
Oh my God!
Corvis head first into the steel chair.
His head bounced off the turnbuckle and through the chair.
Hoisted on his own guitar.
A little bit of the momentum that Vertigo was using to roll up Corvis went against him. Corvis was able to roll through it.
And do you hear Corvis screaming in agony and pain?
Vertigo now looking for some more tools of destruction. Oh,
I mean, what more can you do to Corvis at this point?
I'm sure Matt Vertigo will find a way. He has left the ring and he's going right back underneath to the toolbox of toys.
What are we going to find? What implements of destruction is Matt Vertigo going to bring into the ring? Are we going to have some more chairs? Are we going to have tables? Are we going to have ladders? Oh my! We're going to have a guardrail. We're going to have a bike rack.
A steel guardrail, bike rack, whatever you want to call it. Oh God, it can only get worse from here.
And I mean, it's a street fight, so Ref Ryan T can't do a thing about it.
No, these things put under that ring in part because they knew that the boys would need some tools. This right here has been a constant in hardcore matches. Oh!
Did you see Corvis's head bounce back?
He just
fight.
Ran that into his
Corvis still not able to recover from going headfirst into the chair. And now Vertigo just choking him out with that pipe.
As we said, everything in that ring is perfectly legal and anything under it as well. Vertigo placing Corvis on that steel guardrail with chair at hand. Oh, again on the back.
No give from the front, no give from the back.
Corvis just racked up on that rack.
Corvis trying to catch his feet. And Vertigo now just gets to play with these toys. This is his place. Oh no.
Vertigo taking some time to jaw with the fans here at ringside.
Vertigo's temper known to get the best of him.
And that's the opening that Corvis needed. Oh, belly to back. Going into the guardrail.
That steel guardrail just bent right down the center. You could see where Vertigo's head was placed. Oh, excruciating pain.
Looks like right where the neck meets the shoulders. Now this is Corvis's time to get to his feet.
Looks like Corvis, I mean, it might have ended up being a German suplex if that bike rack wasn't there to stop Vertigo from going any further.
And continuing to use the bent up guardrail, now placing it in the corner in between the top and middle rope.
They bent it one way, now they gotta fold it out the other.
Okay, now we got some sharp angles here as well to deal with, not just the impact of the rack itself.
How long before those pieces snap and it is just barbed steel?
But Vertigo countering it and blocking, correct.
Suplex!
Oh! Again, that guardrail! And the back of Corvis is completely mutilated. That's it. I don't think the man will be able to walk. I mean, how many strikes has he taken to that back today?
I mean, all. Is all a number? All of strikes.
These guys have faced punishment after punishment. Both of them have felt that guardrail. What is left in the tank in Eric Corvis?
In either of them. I mean, we see Vertigo is certainly in control right now, but he's certainly taking a beating as well here.
Now what is he is taking?
Oh, this is just bad things. I have no idea what's going through Matt's head right now, but...
Okay, we have moved from a wrestling match into carpentry. He is setting up a scaffold in the middle of that ring.
The gear shift from the mat mechanic just maybe able to get him back into the mat. Man, a beautiful spear going over the guardrail.
Leapt it, javelined himself across that ring right through Vertigo, and it is now Corvis back with his breath.
Yeah, a little bit of desperation is good for you sometimes, I guess. Vertigo now in a very precarious position, draped over that guardrail between two chairs, and Corvis looks like he's going up top.
Yeah, he looked at that corner, and you could hear the gears turn, should I? And I think the UWA Army said yes.
Corvis was setting up for the frog splash, but
Vertigo had it scouted. He saw it, ran up, did that kick, and now it is both men fighting up on that top turnbuckle. Oh, I do not like what might happen next.
Vertigo looks like he's got all sorts of bad intentions right now. Corvis trying to fight it off, just a headbutt.
I mean, Vertigo's going to do whatever he can to hold on to that championship.
At desperate times. Corvis setting Vertigo back up on that guardrail. He's going to go up top. He's going to go for that frog splash again. This is what got him the #1 contender spot, hitting that frog splash on damage.
It has taken many a man out.
There it is, frog splash by Corvis. Oh my God!
If he could pin him, that might be it. We might have a new territory champion.
Just destruction, carnage in the middle of the ring right now. Bodies strewn all over the apron.
Vertigo holding onto that rib.
No, Corvis just able to crawl over, but I think it might have been just another second or two too long. Vertigo able to kick out at 2.5.
Both these men moving slowly to their feet. Corvis faster than Vertigo, who has not stood up, and now Eric's got a chair up.
Going for another chair.
He's very particular, apparently, about which he wants. Or
like either of those. Oh, we're piling chairs. Yes. That's what we're doing. We're stacking chairs up. Sure, if one does a little bit of damage, then 4 is going to do even more.
Looking around, he's got a plan. Corvis, an innovator of violence from years gone by.
That's an evil smile from the mat mechanic.
I mean,
Zero machine coming from Corvis. Nope. Oh, Vertigo with a kick to the groin.
Zero machine's gears have been ground.
Oh, small package driver by Vertigo onto a stack of steel chairs. Vertigo with the cover, not even bothering to hook the leg, and Corvis able to kick out. I think maybe a little bit too much attitude there from the New York Drip.
From the New York Drip, I was going to say that I think Corvis took a little bit too long setting up his paraphernalia. Oh my God! Oh my God!
Vertigo just hit a fan. Vertigo just punched a fan.
Yeah, referee. I mean, I don't even know whether this is legal. Even in a street fight match, does
Vertigo have a shoe? All right, can't quite see it from our commentary position here, but it looks like Matt Vertigo might have stolen the shoes of the fan that he apparently just decked. Rep Ryan T out to check on our fans, making sure that everything's okay.
This is unprecedented. I mean, it is the anger, and it is, I'm sure, that fan or whomever that is said something to Vertigo he didn't like. It is that vindictiveness that has gotten him that championship.
All right, well, Vertigo's looks like the bomb strike, the gear shift from Corvis.
We're done.
And then onto the stack of chairs. That's got to be it.
Corvis is our new territory.
Vertigo kicks out. And yeah, speaking of kicks, it looks like Vertigo's sporting new Timberland there. Looks like that's what he stole from the fan. He stole one of his shoes. He stole one of his Timberland boots.
I'm not a shoe head, so I'm sure that's very impressive. But I don't know
what's going through the head of Vertigo. that he actually is stealing footwear from our fan. And meanwhile, back at the ranch, we've got Corvis stacking chairs. He's got one wedged into the turnbuckle. He's got another 3 stacked under the bottom turnbuckle.
I mean, we have been multiple times where Corvis has had this match all but won, but just sheer spite has gotten that shoulder up on Matt Vertigo at this point.
Corvis telling Vertigo, "I'm going to take this from you," and then just throwing the belt into the midsection of the jam.
Well, it is his.
All right, Zero Machine coming from the mat mechanic. Corvis has Vertigo set up. No.
Might have gone to the well one too many times with it, but now it is Vertigo with his belt. Oh.
Elbow by Corvis, staying alive. The belt by Vertigo. Sent not only the impact of the belt on the face of Corvis, but then the impact of his head onto the chair, and looks like Vertigo's wedging a second chair behind Corvis's head.
Sandwiching him between those chairs.
Vertigo with a head of steam.
Charging in.
He says it's over. Oh, DOI! Dead on impact. Never Matt Vertigo through 2 chairs with a Corvis sandwich.
Never has a move been named so aptly. Are we done? We are done.
The territory champion, the new York Drip Mad
You hear Rich Reed giving the official word. Still your territory champion, the New York Drip Matt Vertigo. I mean, what a match. Carnage all over the place. We went into the crowd. The crowd became part of the match itself. I mean, Vertigo stealing footwear. How ridiculous can you get? I mean, desperation for keeping your title, I understand that. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter how you win as long as you win. Matt Vertigo is still your champion.
100%. It is the legacy of that title has just begun, and this is a brutal new chapter in its history. Can't wait to see where it goes from here.
Be sure to follow UWA Elite on social media for all the latest news and announcements. You can follow UWA Elite on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter today, so you don't miss out on any of the latest UWA Elite news.
There will be 6 wrestlers. 2 will begin, the other 4 will be handcuffed to the ring. Every 3 minutes, another wrestler will be uncuffed. A wrestler can be eliminated by pinfall or submission, and the wrestler standing, will be the #1 contender for the Territory Championship.
the ring, and Joey Adams and Joey Ace battle with each other.
The territory championship #1 contender is going to be one of these 6 gentlemen who are currently standing in and around the ring. We've got Joey Adams, Anthony Michael, Boom Harden, got to say his name correctly.
Exactly. Capitalized.
Drake Chambers, Lukas Finnegan, and Joey Ace. And yeah, as you said, Joey Adams, Joey Ace.
Oh yeah, Drake Chambers too as well.
One of these men will be facing off against, presumably, Matt Vertigo, assuming the old dogs title over the course of the next 30 days. I'm sure there are defenses in events across the Eastern Seaboard.
Yeah, based on his match we just saw with Eric Corvis, I don't know that he's ready to give up that title anytime soon.
Take out fans to keep it.
Exactly. All right, the countdown has begun. 2.5 minutes until the third man enters this contest. But until then, we've got, looks like Adams well in control. The severed one.
Now Joey Ace with the headlock to Joey Adams.
What I like about a match like this is the elimination style. This match conceivably isn't over until every single one of these men has quit, pinned, given up, run out of the dodge, whatever. Everybody's got a chance, but you gotta survive. Everybody's lost to it.
Adams showing that power.
Oh, an atomic drop!
Oh, and look at Adams.
Just mocking.
And there's another.
We did the Manhattan drop, then we did the atomic drop. We did one backwards, one forwards.
What are we gonna see the third time? Just a textbook body slam, and it is Joey Adams in control. Oh, I spoke too soon.
Look for the senton there.
Nice backdrop by Boom Harden. Drop kick. What is that, backdrop? Drop kick.
It's Joey Ace.
It's one of those things.
Oh yeah, it's Joey Ace.
Joey Ace.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm
on the
doing
outside
great
of
on
the
commentary.
MC Hale, welcome to the show.
I swear I've been here all day.
It was the intermission. You're allowed to need a minute. Big right fist there from Ace.
Now driving the shoulder into the midsection of Joey Adams.
Joey Adams is one of those guys who, for my first few years here at UWA, he had a lot more steam. It's been the last few months, it just felt like he's trying to find his footing again, trying to find his place in UWA Elite. And so it's really nice to see him get a chance for the territory championship. Well, a chance for a chance.
A chance for a chance is all you're getting today. Oh, nice baseball slide there by Joey Adams.
It does look like he's got a lot to prove. He has had a lot of chances here in the last few months.
And I guess the strategy for this match has to be defeat your opponent as quickly as possible, because you could end up with just one-on-one matches. As you said, one-on-one matches all the way through is a possibility here.
And that would certainly benefit anybody who's in the one-on-one situation.
You're coming down to the countdown to find out who the first man to be unlocked is going to be.
And there's the alarm.
Hey, let's see, who is it going to be?
It means Johnny Law is on his way. Dave Swan running to the ring.
The gorgeous massacre, Anthony Michael, is going to be our third man in, the first man unlocked, unleashed.
And now it is the...
Oh! Beautiful head scissor takeover.
And the count begins again.
Ooh, and a knee right to the face, sending Adams to the floor. Oh!
Joey Adams and Anthony Michael, both in the Ultimate Turmoil match, both in the four-way territory #1 contenders match. So this is not exactly uncleared territory for either of these two gentlemen.
Massacre coming in with a full head of steam. And that's the longer this match goes without pinfall. Joey Ace, Joey Adams, less likely to come out on top.
That was unique. Did you see he went for a pinfall attempt? Couldn't get it, but he followed through with a side kick. Right to the head.
Michael with the pinfall, but not going to get that victory quite yet. Not going to get the elimination quite yet. He has said on social media leading into this event, he has beaten every single one of these competitors except Lukas before, including Vertigo and Corvis.
I mean, that's a big list of names to have taken down. Massacre in control. But Joey Ace was watching.
And now Joey Ace on the attack against Anthony Michael.
And if you were to put any of these men into this six-man match, it really could go any which way. All of them accomplished wrestlers. But you put them in a sort of a strange situation like this, where they're lumberjack style outside, chained to the ring. They got the weights out, and then elimination style, they take it down. There's a lot more strategy.
Ooh, nice clothesline there by Joey Ace as we wind down to a minute left on the clock to determine who is going to be the next entrant who's going to be uncuffed.
And it's not just, you talk about the experience, the titles that some of these gentlemen have. It's not just here in UWA. You have someone like Joey Adams, the UWA Elite Champion, iChampion, Tag Champion, Golden Ticket winner. The list goes on and on. But you have guys like Joey Ace, ECWA Unified Champion, Mid-Atlantic Champion, reigning World 1 Champion. So it's not just in UWA Elite that these gentlemen have had success. It is all around the country. 30 seconds left on the countdown until we see who the second man to be uncuffed is going to be.
And we have not had a single pinfall successful, meaning that this ring is just going to get a lot smaller every 3 minutes until someone is eliminated.
Anthony Michael going for the first pinfall of the match.
Oh, and Joey Ace had it scouted. He was watching from the outside, not going to let that happen. Which, honestly, not the greatest move in a situation like this.
Oh, as the alarm sounds, who is going to be unleashed?
It is the Nuketown Dragon. Boom Harden gets the pick. 3-minute countdown has begun. Boom Harden isn't even in the ring yet. There he goes.
He is, you could see he was ready. CZW alum. Boom Harden.
Boom Harden saying about this match that you have to keep me locked up to keep me from taking down every single member of this match, every other competitor in this Cell Block 6 match.
Ooh, he got hit right in the throat there, James.
Right in the Hedges dispensary.
Good block by Boom.
Oh!
Ooh, fantastic suplex.
That was fluid.
Now Joey Adams makes his way to Boom Harden, forcing him to the corner.
Hear the thump? Good grief.
And I mean, that's what this match is. When you have your moment to shine, it doesn't last long because somebody is waiting to chop you down.
Now Boom Harden making his way to the top rope. Nice missile drop kick.
Gorgeous. Oh! But just like that, he had his moment to shine, and Ace was waiting with that big boot.
Nice chop onto the chest of Joey Ace. Now Anthony Michael on the attack, continuing with strikes, punches, kicks.
Ace man has been in since the beginning. I'm sure they're starting to feel their wind.
Ace not only having been here since the beginning of the match, but I mean a last-minute addition, so not exactly, he doesn't have a roll of the dice there. They didn't actually have the prep time that you would normally have to prepare for a match of this magnitude, of this caliber, and Joey Ace, credit to him for taking this on short notice.
I mean, when you got a chance to go against for the territory championship, you take it. We have 2 matches going on right now. Boom Harden, Joey Adams on the outside. We have Ace and Mask on the inside. Boom is feeding.
Yeah, he's kind of force feeding.
Was that
the fruit snack?
Was that fruit snack?
I think that was fruit.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch, we've got Massacre. Anthony Michael sending Ace in for a ride. No, Ace is going to reverse it, sending Michael across into the ropes. A little do-si-do here.
30 seconds left and still no eliminations. And honestly, the more people enter this ring, it's probably better for someone like Adams or Ace and Vincent to start because they can hide behind numbers.
Anthony Michael with a vicious backbreaker.
Over on the other side, I believe the VIP section is cleared out.
Ooh, and Joey Ace just collided shoulder to the steel post, and there's the alarm.
2 minutes is up. Who is on the screen? The Dragonborn, Drake Chambers. His picture comes up.
This is the 5-0 coming to unlock. Here comes Drake.
Oh, and right off the bat.
Love to see the Dragonborn in the ring once again. 3-time iChamp, a golden ticket winner, #1 contender. Up and over, down and through, boom, Harden goes the Dragonborn Drake Chambers.
He is saying they are Goose Row done. Goes down to the head, Joey Ace, reverses against ropes.
Nice drop kick.
Beautifully landed by Ace.
And that'll stop Drake Chambers' momentum for the time being. Anthony Michael sneaking up behind Joey Ace for the roll-up. 1, 2. Oh, so close from seeing our first elimination there.
Oh, just a kick to the gut. Doesn't have to be fancy, just has to be effective.
And that is it. It's good to note that just the variety of styles in this ring right now.
Indeed.
We have, sluggers and Lukas Finnegan, who are obviously appearing in the final 2 minutes. We have technical flyers like Drake, and we have just brutal hitters like Joey Adams. It's just a variety of techniques, and it's really interesting to see how they mix and match.
Oh, Anthony Michael hitting the massacre on Elm Street. Oh, knee to the head.
That might be it for Joey Ace. Oh, what a submission hold.
Got that front face?
Drake Chambers taunting Lukas Finnegan. He's got a minute left before he comes into the match.
While that's happening in the center of the ring, there are 3 other matches going on elsewhere around UWA Elite Ring.
Smart maneuver here by Joey Adams, just waiting to let Ace get eliminated before he comes in.
Anthony Michael still holding on to that front face lock.
He must not have it quite sunken in.
Ace has got to be fading at this point. Ace is checking that hands. Starting to lose it. Nope. Hit it. We have had our first elimination.
Joey Ace has been eliminated.
Joey Ace, he returns, and he is our first elimination here in this Cell Block 6 match. Now, Joey Adams and Anthony Michael locking up.
20 seconds till this match gets its final competitor. It will be 5 minutes left.
Master of skirt style at ringside, just eager to get in.
And this has got to be a type of match Lukas Finnegan looks forward to. It's just a bar brawl.
Another massacre on Elm Street coming.
That was well scouted by Adams. Oh, just tossing him like a rag doll.
And the Drake at the top, and no! Lukas Finnegan is in the match, and Drake didn't see it coming.
Oh, now Lukas Finnegan gonna scale the ropes himself. Oh, with the fish flop! A vicious fish flop! And that'll eliminate Anthony Michael!
Anthony Michael has been eliminated!
And that's got to make everybody look a little closer at Lukas Finnegan coming in with the hottest head of steam, freshest man in the ring, and eliminating a man right at the get-go.
Hitting the deadliest catch, that fish flop.
Hooked in.
Great show.
The scissor kick to the back of the head of Drake Chambers. Oh, now a bit of a kick looked a little bit low, but Brian C's letting it go. I guess it was okay.
Can you be disqualified in a match like this? These guys are out there 30, 50, 6 minutes.
That is a fair point.
Nice knee and neck breaker combination there from Lukas Finnegan.
Finnegan, the only man standing in the ring right now. Everyone else either at ringside or down on the canvas.
I believe we call this Finnegan's weight.
Well done.
I knew that my knowledge of Irish folk ballads would come in handy with Drake's saying, no.
You just got one, he said.
Looks like Drake Chambers wants to score a pinfall instead. I mean, it doesn't matter who gets the first or the second one. It only matters who gets the last
Saying,
one.
give me back that fillet of fish, Drake Chambers. Oh my God! With the aerial maneuver.
The Dragon Slayer from Drake Chambers, the corkscrew senton.
And that will eliminate Joey Adams.
Drake went 367, 20, and numbers that go beyond that.
Yeah, welcome back, Dragonborn.
We are down to 3 men. Half the cell block has been emptied out. Boom, Lukas, and Drake, and one of these men gets to fight for the territory championship next month. Living on the edge.
Quite a mix of styles we got in the ring right now. We've got the high-flying Boom Harden, we've got the technical ability of Drake Chambers, and we have got the brawling Lukas Finnegan.
Seems to be on the losing end of this brawl. Oh, I spoke too soon.
I mean, if I was Boom and Drake, Lukas would be the man I'd want to take out. He has got them both on size and weight and probably muscle power. Just
also the freshest man in the ring right now.
Also true. Drake moving quick.
European uppercut by Finnegan, and gives Drake Chambers a little extra going on his way into the turnbuckle. And just drops him on the back of his shoulders.
Looks like Lukas wants to go back to the seas, flying fish ahoy.
Finnegan looking, I think, for another deadliest catch from the top turnbuckle. There it is!
Hey, you went for it and it did not land.
Drake Chambers getting out of the way just in the nick of time. Boom Harden up to his feet.
Oh, what a forearm, and met with a knee.
Fantastic combination. A knee and a side kick, sending Finnegan down. A double pin coming up. 1, 2, and 3.
Skirt style is gone.
And now it all comes down to this. Drake Chambers going up against Boom Harden. Who will be the #1 contender for the territory championship?
Enough on any night, given any UWA elite event, this would be a match of the night contender hands down. So we get to see these guys, and it's for the chance for the territory championship. I can't imagine they're going to do anything left outside this one.
Boom Harden with that loss to Eddie Thomas at Dangerous Uprising, looking for the Ironman Championship. Now can he get the Territory Championship instead? But first he has got to go through Drake Chambers, and if victorious, he's still got to make his way through whoever the Territory Champion is. Drake Chambers obviously looking to do the same thing to Boom Harden.
They're still pacing around each other, sizing each other up, talking a lot of smack, and it's begun.
Both men, I think, looking to get a little bit of their oxygen back. Maybe not looking to get right back into the fighting quite right away.
And I don't think there's a little bit of peacocking here, just a smidge of wanting to flourish, show that you can hold your own against the other.
Fans supporting both of these gentlemen right now. Nice takeover by Boom.
Oh, Drake thought he had it scouted, but Boom was watching.
Right into the back of Drake Chambers that was. Now Boom Harden in the corner. Drake Chambers had that well scouted with an elbow right to the face.
Big head of steam by the Dragonborn, and goes right into the boot of Boom Harden.
Yeah, head of steam that was quickly released.
Oh my gosh! What a step up enziguri delivered right to the top rope where Boom Harden was waiting for it. Oh!
That's a long, long drop that Harden just took out to the ground outside the ring here at South River.
Both of these men
driving the ribcage right into the apron.
Gotta win it in the ring, boys.
Going to say exceptionally accomplished on both strikes as well as some of those high-flying spots. But outside the ring now, they are just tearing it up.
Looked like Harden was trying to bring Chambers into the ring post, and Chambers reverses it.
Brings Boom right to the ring.
That ping was skull on steel.
I know.
Drake finding out he literally just asked, Ryan, is there a count out? And apparently there is, because Ryan was about to search it.
As I said before, you got to win it in the ring, so the Dragonborn sending the new count Dragon back into the ring.
You're looking a little tired, bud.
Telling Harden he's looking a little tired.
But this might be not a great spot for Drake there. Should be in the ring, should be
Oh my gosh, the thud of that clothesline.
Inside out, upside down. That was, oh my, good grief.
I'm not the wrestler. Drake clearly knew what he was doing.
Standing moonsault. Still only a 2 count. Boom Harden not ready to give up that #1 contendership just yet.
This match has been all Drake at this point. Since we got down to 2, there have been back and forths here and there, but Drake is the one standing and Boom is the one holding his feet.
What are we going for now? Setting him up for the fatality, it looks like.
This is going to be the end of it.
There it is. No!
Oh, Boom Harden escaped.
Blocks it.
Slaps the taste out of Drake's mouth and throws him to the ropes.
Oh, pop-up powerbomb! 1, 2, oh! The explosion of energy from Boom Harden, seemingly coming from out of nowhere.
Boom now arguing with our ref. He thought it was 3, but he's in control of the match. He needs to take that advantage forward.
Harden telling Chambers to protect your neck. A jumping knee by the Dragonborn.
Got him up. Oh! Walls!
Moonsault. 1, 2, oh! Still not a 3 count.
Fantastic combination from Drake Chambers, but Boom Harden still able to kick out at 2 3/4.
Lesser man would have been done. Boom Harden holding on.
Drake wondering what he's got to do.
Scaling the ropes. I think he could be looking for that Dragon Slayer once more, trying to put an end to this matchup.
Dragon Slayer!
Yep.
Indeed. Called it.
No!
Drake Chambers able to hold up a little bit, doesn't crash and burn.
He saw that Boom was on his way over.
Oh, but Chambers scouting Boom now, flipping him over his shoulder.
Yeah, Harden going for the Nuketown driver. Was not able to hit it though.
Got him locked up.
Chambers holding on to that top rope, sending...
Oh! Another kick to the side of Boom Harden.
It looks like all of the fancy maneuvers, all of the huge technical moves are getting scouted. It's the stuff like kicks to the head that are connecting.
Oh, and Boom Harden.
Lands on his feet.
Ooh, and not a good landing for Chambers.
Oh. Boom got the tank, picking him up.
Big vertical suplex. There it is, the Nuketown driver.
Whoa! And just like that.
The winner of the match, and now his #1 contender for the Territory Championship, Boom Harden!
Just like that, we have our #1 contender for the Territory Championship, Boom Harden.
In 30 or so days, and living on the edge, he will be facing off against, presumably, that Vertigo, or whoever that champion is.
Yeah, and we'll see in the coming time. But for now, we're going to take you back to what happened earlier in the night at the Hall of Fame ceremony for Jim Logan.
Unlike everybody else in the back, you actually did something with your life. But for some reason, you decided to come back here to the UWA Elite. Why? For some Hall of Fame award? To stroke your ego for the boys, just like everybody else here? I'm here for one reason, and that's to fight. I'm not here for awards. I'm not here to be one of the boys. I'm here because I thoroughly enjoy hurting people. And I can't fulfill that tonight because I have no scheduled victim.
KTB just punched his brother.
You see, I asked Dan here to fight me, but he's currently sleeping. So how about, Jim, you prove to me how much you changed. You prove to me that you're not like everybody else in the back, and you fight me tonight, and I'll show you how much I've changed. and that I am the most superior of siblings.
So if you want somebody to chew on, little beast boy, after 10 years, I'm gonna listen. And tonight, at the 20th anniversary of the UWA, we are both going to get exactly what we want.
And now, coming to the ring, wrestling in my world, here is
to take out the newest UWA Elite Hall of Famer, or will the Outlaw stand tall over KTB?
Recent months, King of the Barons, KTB has been running wild over anyone in his way. It just seems like a man who is still looking quite fit, but untested in a decade.
Well, almost equally matched in strength. Jim Logan getting sent into the corner just a little bit.
Oh, now taking the King of the Barons down and delivering the right hands.
If you can keep the Beast's legs out from under him, keep him from that vertical base, then maybe you got a shot against him.
Wow, and it seems like the Outlaw has not lost his speed, and his ability is still well intact.
KTB's getting sent out to ringside. However, he hit the side of the ring. He bounced off on his way out.
Yeah, it looked like he was trying to avoid it, but didn't have enough time to.
What I'm thinking maybe is KTB might not have expected Logan to come out with such a hot head, with such big fists. I think maybe he took his brother a little too lightly.
Oh, a nice chop delivered to KTB's chest, and the action gets back inside the ring.
And you guys know, as much as I like putting stories into these matches and telling you why one guy is fighting another, this really doesn't have anything to do with brother versus brother. As familiar as they are, that's not why this is happening. KTB didn't have a match. He just wanted a match with anybody.
Yep.
And Jim Logan was just the guy standing in front of him.
In this season of UWA Elite, KTB has come unhinged from attacking Joey Silver back at UWA Elite Media Day to just showing us this new evil side to him. It's like, what has gotten into him? Taking on his own brother?
I don't know if I'd call it evil so much as like just hungry.
Yeah, yep.
Just looking for blood.
Looking for his next victim, and unfortunately it's looking like the newly inducted UWA Elite Hall of Famer, Jim Logan.
KTB hitting the spear, putting his shoulder into the lower back of Jim Logan, and that's what sent Logan into retirement. The neck and back injuries that the Outlaw has taken over the years is what put him on the shelf. And KTB, I mean, smelling blood.
Oh, and again, as you said, the back and neck, it's all coming into effect right now, and KTB is well aware, driving Logan's back right into the steel post.
Logan now came in, House of Fire, had a bunch of big hits to make, but it takes a stamina level to face somebody like KTB. A man who has not wrestled in 10 years, I just don't know whether he can hold court.
Oh, sending him again into the ring.
Now, at what point in time does a man who's tired say, you know what, I bit off more than I can chew?
And KTB telling Ref Ryan T to check on him. And how much leeway do you give a legend? How much do you let someone like Logan continue fighting when you know he can't anymore? That's something that Ref Ryan T is going to have to deal with as this match continues, I'm sure. KTB going for the cover, hooking the leg. 1, 2. Definitely not quite time for Jim Logan to give up the ghost.
I think the answer will reside a lot in what KTB does.
Mr. Hall of Famer!
And just mocking his own brother, calling him, oh, the new UWA Elite Hall of Famer. It's certainly something you don't see every day, I'll tell you that.
Chop block by KTB sends Logan down. And again, the lower back being targeted by the Beast.
Really picking his brother apart, dissecting him piece by piece, bit by bit.
That's what makes KTB one of the most vicious men in wrestling. It's that not only is he unstoppable and voracious, it is that he will size you up and tear piece by piece, specifically how you want.
Oh yeah, very accurate. And because, yeah, just like, backbreaker. It's not just the power of moves, as you said, James. It's not just the power moves that KTB brings to the ring. It's the smarts, it's technique. As intense as he is, he beat Finnegan with a single leg crab. He worked the lower back just like he's doing against Logan and took out Finnegan with a single leg. It's not something that we're used to seeing from KTB, but he's bringing submissions, he's bringing wear down holds into his repertoire.
You know, what I was going to say is you saw in the ring, Logan looked like he had a little bit of steam. He tried to fight out. One double axe to the back, and he's back to KTB.
Yeah, his back, man, it's in bad shape. It was already in bad shape to begin with, but after this match is through, it might be at its worst.
Moving quickly from a match and into a money.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Logan not being able to get much at all in the way of offense. A couple of chops early on, but since then it's pretty much been all KTB.
Yeah, this is much more than just a regular exhibition. This is a family affair. Certainly, something that is, you never want to see your brother take on a brother like this.
And again, the lower back, but a new move we're seeing from KTB that drop toe hold out to the apron.
You guys, yeah, referee Ryan team might have to notice. Logan is in bad shape.
I mean, he's still moving. I trust Ryan with UWA Elite wrestlers, but his fists are not doing anything.
Yeah, there's just nothing behind that.
No effect. He's fighting with every bit of energy he has left. It's just not enough.
Oh, that rolling shoulder. This time, usually he puts it right into the gut of his opponent. This time, once again, the lower back, and here we go. Oh, the diving shoulder. Yeah, he's just picking apart the Outlaw right now.
At this point,
this man is defenseless. He has tried the best he could. You know, as MC Hale has said, 10 years is quite some time to be away from the ring.
This is what happens when you sit there and you think that you can do it. You tried, you failed. Tomorrow morning, you take a shower, you look at your bruises. But until then, he's got to deal with the fact that KTB won't let him lose.
You know, Logan may have put too much pride in himself as KTB was driving the knee right into the center of his back.
And stretching out the chest, stretching out the sternum, and then delivering a couple of elbows. So it's not just, he's going for the single leg. This is what he used to put away Finnegan. Jim Logan able to fight out of it. Shove KTB into the turnbuckle and a face full of boot.
Thought he had it, but Logan actually caught him with that short arm. And now it looks like maybe Logan is trying to find the audience to get some of that UWA Army power.
The Outlaw hitting the Logan Assault net breaker. Crowd here turning against KTB and in favor of the Outlaw. That's not something that KTB's used to hearing is boos from the UWA Elite Army.
I mean, when you come out and you take a newly crowned Hall of Famer and say, I just want to fight me, or whatever he said, you kind of understand why.
Oh, really nice, well-placed forearm from Logan as he continues with the strikes.
Outlaw with a bit of offense now. We haven't seen it quite yet this match, but yeah, looks like he's trying to turn the tide. Up in the fireman's carry, no. KTB fights off. Round and round they go. Oh, huge spine buster.
Somewhere, Arn Anderson smiles. Perfect spine buster from Logan.
Just a classic maneuver from the Outlaw. An Arn Anderson-esque spine buster.
Holding the small of his back. Does he say he's going to go up?
I do
Yeah,
not
looks
know
like it.
if that's the right move for Logan.
I mean, he's you know that lower back is injured, and he still was able to get KTB up and over.
And KTB up on his feet, delivering the right hand.
Hate to be right. No,
Superplex looks like coming from the Beast.
Oh, but Logan, now he's biting his brother's face and tossing him right off the ropes.
It is a classic move.
I mean,
not the most conventional. Elbow!
Can you dig it?
The machoist of elbows being dropped by the Outlaw. No!
And that was a real close count there. Perhaps the closest one of the night for Logan.
At the beginning of this match, if you told me that in a few minutes Logan would get a near 2 count, I would have taken that bet. But here we are. I'm shocked to say that it looks like KTB is dazed. Come on.
He's trying to make his way to the ropes there.
Brother versus brother, Hall of Famer against Beast.
Logan scouting him out. Goes for the boot.
Powerbomb, KTB goes up and over. He's going for the single leg again.
Yep, that single leg Boston. And it's locked in. He's seated well.
KTB's got to lean back just a little bit more.
But it's all that work on the lower of back that is going to come into play here.
Outlaw's not giving up yet. He's trying to make his way to the ropes.
Inch by inch, he moves.
Reach, man, reach.
Or tap, one of the two.
Oh, he got to the ropes. He got it.
KTB taking every moment of that 5 count, not breaking yet, still doing a little bit of damage to the lower back of the Outlaw.
What? On the ropes. What's up, KTB? All right, come on, I gotta tell you again.
KTB paying attention to Ref Ryan T instead of Logan.
Oh, man! Should have stayed in his home! Come on!
Should have stayed home. What KTB is saying about the Outlaw right now.
Now he has his size up ready.
Powerbomb coming.
Oh my gosh!
Powerbomb onto the knee.
Oh my gosh, how did he kick out of that?
Unless I saw Ryan's hand say 2, I would have sworn that.
Powerbomb backbreaker. Once again, the lower back of Jim Logan taking the brunt of the punishment from the Beast.
Now we're going to see KTB get angry, which is not a place you want to be. With an angry KTB.
Absolutely not. Looks like KTB's going under the ring.
Oh no, what does he have at hand? We can't quite see it from our position.
Based
on, it's a sledgehammer.
Based on the reaction.
Oh gosh.
Based on the speech that Jim Logan made earlier, that sledgehammer coming into play once again.
Seems it has a
but Big Dan! Big Dan coming into the ring!
The third brother!
BD Dub in to make the save, I think.
KTB doesn't see him. Oh, but now he does.
He slapped his brother, knocked him out earlier.
Really had a firm grasp on that sledgehammer.
Ryan T takes it, but Big Dan!
Oh, with a double take! Canuck kick! It's the Canuck kick! That's a callback back to their tag team days.
The Canadian Outlaws hitting the Canuck kick one more time.
1, 2. Oh my gosh!
KTB with the kick out at 2.99.
Going for that second attempt and still only 2.
Why not? How many times can you kick out?
Big Dan sticking around on outside the ring. And now Logan has his moment. If there is a time in this match where he has had a chance to take it, it is right now.
Nice kick to the midsection there from Logan. He has him up. Oh, and a powerbomb knee. Backbreaker to himself.
Exactly the same thing that KTB hit. And then the Logan driver. 1, 2. KTB kicks out.
Big move after big move. What do you have to do to stop the King of the Barons?
Shoulder up. Come on.
Logan now holding his head, trying to figure out what needs to be done. They're throwing everything. It is now almost 2 brothers against 1. And he is using the corner to hold himself up while he gets to his feet, but Logan has a plan. There's something in that man's head right now. He called the Outlaw for having no plan whatsoever.
The most violent family reunion since my family's last Thanksgiving. KTB up with the fireman's carry. Oh
my God, what a rough landing from Logan. Again with that single leg Boston. This could be the end. Oh,
Big Dan looking to help out, I think, somehow, trying to encourage the Outlaw to crawl his way to the ropes.
He's trying to reach and trying to get... Oh, he had a tap.
There's only so much you could do. That was a man's career.
The winner of the match,
I gotta say, 10 years and 1 day in between matches, what a showing from the Outlaw, but not quite enough to put away the beast, KTB.
Hey, and for 10 years and 1 day since his last match, there was certainly no sign of ring rust, none that I could see from Logan.
Except for the fact that he lost.
Well, we've got the UWA Elite Championship triple threat match. That is going to be our main event. We've got Bows versus Damage. But coming up next, we have an iChampionship match. The Bull against Seaway.
Hope you enjoyed the family reunion, brothers.
Anniversary UWA Elite. Why are you doing that? I said happy anniversary UWA Elite. It's a celebration. It's a happy occasion. We're dressed for a special occasion. He's got the flower. We're looking like $1 million, $2,000 watch. And our anniversary gift to all of you is extra mic time for Nicholas K. We all know that you appreciate and respect the truth that comes out of my mouth month after month, show after show. And truth, you want me to hit them with a truth ball? Here's some truth. BT Ball is now and forever, as long as we see fit, the iChampion of UWA Elite. And here's another fact. Michael Seaway You have Michael Seaway. I'll tell you something, Michael Seaway, he's a failure. He will be a failure tonight when he stands up, he knocks on his door of his home, and he has to presumably give the iChampionship over to his wife, but she's going to be empty-handed. 1 second, I'm talking. Michael...
Turn around, boys! Oh, Seaway's there! Seaway ripping the suit jacket off of BT Bull!
I had special leg time!
Oh, and a crossbody right from the apron!
And I guess this match is starting with a whole lot less fanfare.
Yet no entrances. We just have the professional, the executive consultant, Nicholas K, coming out to make a little bit of a speech, but don't turn your back on Mike Seaway.
But it is a well-dressed man, and Seaway has a lot to fight for in this match.
You know, he saw his longtime tag team partner, recently retired, TJ Blade, get attacked and mutilated by his own brother, BT Bull.
All right, we've got a match. The bell has rung, and we're finally getting this iChampionship underway officially in the ring. The sleeper hold from Seaway broken up by the Bull.
I mean, it has to take you off your game to, before the match even begins, be attacked by your competitor. But the Bull is not one to be stunned for long. He is coming in ready, and this is one of the matches I'm looking forward to seeing all night.
Yeah, after everything that BT Bull has put Seaway through, it's I want to see Seaway just give BT Bull his just due.
Yeah, Nicholas K saying during his Memorial Day weekend promotion that Seaway is going to be a disappointment to his family and to the UWA Elite fans. I mean, there's things you just don't do in professional wrestling. Calling out a man's family is one of them.
Yeah, that makes things extremely personal. And,
on top of that, the attack during TJ Blade's retirement.
Oh, did you see that? Nicholas K just grabbed BT Bull's foot and put it on the ropes to break up the pinfall.
Why am I not surprised?
But now Seaway is going right after the professional.
Get him, Seaway, get him!
This is one of the things that went wrong for Seaway, though. Getting distracted by Nicholas K, and once again, the same result as BT Bull puts him down on his back.
Well, that's exactly what K's job is here. I mean, Seaway isn't facing one man at this point. He's facing the Bull, who is a competitor in his own right of high acclaim here at UWA Elite. And then just the mouth and every action of Nicholas K.
Yeah, and it is the actions also. If you remember at Dangerous Uprisings, Seaway losing to Evans because of K's distraction, but K came out here, pulled up a chair, sat at ringside, didn't say a word. He just let his presence be the distraction.
You got him where you want him now.
Kay, an accomplished wrestler in his own right, changing the mind of the Bull over the last year. And this is the result. The iChampion, BT Bull, really just holding court over Mike Seaway, who came into this match with the advantage, attacking them out of nowhere.
It's not often you see Mike Seaway attacking someone from behind, but yeah, that is exactly what happened. You have to wonder, how much does the iChampionship belt matter in this match? Is this just plain old personal for Seaway?
I mean, I think you are correct that the belt matters less to Seaway than it does to Bull. But if Seaway could walk away with a belt, there's no way you wouldn't say yes.
Oh yeah. When there's gold on the line, that's exactly what you want.
I mean, comparatively, if only because the Bull wants just to take something away from it.
The Bull mowing down Johnny Strong. When Johnny Strong maybe somewhat unwisely answered the open challenge that BT Bull put out at Dangerous Uprisings. The post-match brawl with Seaway leading us to this moment, and Seaway out to ringside, going out the hard way.
Bull staying in the ring.
I think you got to think that Bull is going to be happy to get that count-out victory. Again, that's the influence of Nicholas K. He's wrestling smarter these days. I mean, say what you want.
I I mean, he's smarter, yes, but also, if you look, he is having a pleasant conversation with referee Ryan T at the same time. Nicholas K is throwing elbows.
Nicholas K generously helping Seaway back into the ring.
By the smell of things are just heating up.
Sweet smell of success. Nicholas K is leaving ringside, and I can't say I'm terribly upset to see him go.
We don't need. Let's just get the match going on. He'll just be a distraction. We all know the Nicholas K method. It's an easy formula to evaluate.
Seaway's laid out in the middle of the ring. The ball.
Oh wait, I was mistaken. He just needed to refill his glass.
Nicholas K with the IPA, as is his wont. Thanks.
He gave us the empty can, just so you didn't see that.
Oh yeah, there's nothing in this. It's empty.
Everything hurts. Useless gin.
I had to get a refill. I'm sorry, did I miss anything?
Now,
you killed
in the past, like you've said, he's wrestling smarter. But to the same, he's also really taken a lot of time. He's not following up with those big hits. He's just letting Seaway sort of linger on the mat. And I don't know how smart that is.
Yeah, what I had originally thought was K's influence of making him wrestle smarter. He maybe that pendulum swinging a little too far to the other side.
Now BT Bull getting in the face of our official referee Ryan Z.
It's been a fairly one-sided affair at the beginning of this match. Now, if there's one man who can come back and show a House of Fire after taking a beating, it is Mike Seaway. So I don't think this match is over by a long shot.
You know, as someone who was the underdog of the last year's Dynamite Davis Memorial Tournament, and he ended up winning the entire thing. And if Mike Seaway can do that, I think he can definitely put away BT Bull and claim the iChampionship.
Bull getting in the face of Ryan T. Probably not his smartest decision.
Seaway saying in the week leading up to this event that he asked for TJ Blade to come back out of retirement, immediately come back out of retirement to try and take another tag team match. But TJ's heart has just been broken by his real life brother, the Bull, BT Bull, just interrupting his retirement ceremony.
Not for nothing after what we saw in our previous match, KT and Logan. Probably not best to come out.
Oh yeah.
Kind of stretched out the Bull there with it. Oh, big stretcher, but Seaway weighs him back down and drops him with that short clothesline. Drags him down to the mat, and now it is Mike Seaway's chance to catch his breath.
It looked like BT Bull had him up in a precarious position there, but Seaway was able to looked like a bit of a guillotine choke out of it.
UWA Elite Army loves Mike Seaway, loves it all.
Forearm from Seaway and then a kick to the side of the head. Another forearm. BT Bull is staggered but not down yet. Drop kick sends him into the turnbuckle. Seaway with a head of steam coming back into the corner and another drop kick.
One after another.
The turnbuckle just the only thing holding Bull up right now. A couple of knees into the jaw. Mike Seaway up on the second turnbuckle.
Nice drop kick from Seaway.
Picture perfect.
And how much of this fight, this feud, this battle, is also Mike Seaway trying to find his new place here in UWA Elite. He no longer has protein. TJ Blade is gone. Now Mike Seaway stands on his own in this fight. He has no one left to turn to. He has no partner left to sell.
Whoa, what an explosive spear delivered to BT Bull.
Like Seaway was trying to put him up in a torture rack. That just didn't work. But yeah, the Bull charge.
K's in the ring.
K's in the ring.
Come on, Ryan. Get him out of here. Oh yeah, that's right. Put the IPA right back in his face.
That was like a $7.
Oh, that's right. He gets crushed by his own partner.
cries of anguish from BT Bull. You can add another one from that super kick from Seaway. Seaway's got him up in a fireman's carry. BT Bull turning it into a dragon sleeper, it looks like.
What a
Rings of Saturn.
Expected reversal.
Not something we're used to seeing from BT Bull, but successful.
And still, the UWA champion, the T.
Was not expecting that to turn on a dime like that.
Yeah, I blinked for 5 seconds and the match is over. I guess I might have not seen that tap there.
Yeah, we are used to seeing the power moves from BT Bull, but he's able to turn that guillotine into a dragon sleeper, into the Rings of Saturn, into about 3 other different submission moves that he went through before getting that victory, holding on to the iChampionship.
Did Mike Seaway get some of that fear in his eye? Were it behind him? The quick ending. But our winner is still iChampion.
Just another victim.
BT Bull coming over to our commentary position, calling Seaway just another victim. Nicholas K calling him always the champ.
We have seen an impressive match between Mike Seaway and BT the Bull. We got a lot left.
Yeah, coming up next, we have got Damage against Bose. Bose trying to find a reason for Damage to turn on him at Dangerous Uprisings. Let's take a look. In case you haven't seen it yet, this is what happened at Dangerous Uprisings.
Is that SDM? SDM is in the ring, and he's got the kendo stick. Gonna hit Valentine. Oh my! What just happened? SDM, I thought he was going for Valentine. He hit Bose right across the head, and another nail in the coffin.
If you remember, last month those two men face to face in the ring, Bose and SDM. But now,
what the heck is this? 2. Oh no! Oh no!
SDM offering the kendo stick.
Guys, I cannot believe what we just saw. I thought SDM was here for the rescue, and not the case at all.
What does this mean for the UWA Elite Championship?
Has the army of the Dark Angel grown?
I think it might have.
SDM has a lot to answer for here. So many questions.
And now, coming to the ring, accompanied by the army of the Dark Angel, wrestling out of Garwood, New Jersey, here is Sean Damage coming to the ring, wrestling the Kill Devil
decades of history between these two gentlemen, between the Wretched Bose and Damage, Sean Damage McNelis. I mean, this is something that you guys know a little bit more about, but just the recent history that we've seen between these two. Damage costing Bose the chance
chance at the UWA Elite Championship and just trying to figure out why.
Sean Damage McNelis. This is a totally different version of the man that I've not seen.
Rose does not care. Comes in with fists flying. He does not give, pardon my French, damn about these rules.
And remember, guys, this is a grudge match.
Remember, Bose has taken out both men of the Army of the Dark Angel last event.
Looking at take another one here.
Baseball slide, but it is caught by Bose. Already both of these men are fighting outside. I don't think we're going to see a whole heck of a lot of technical reversals in this match.
Oh no. No, this is just going to be flying fists. Every which way, just everything coming out of the arsenal in this one.
If you listen to that sound that I believe we're about to hear right now, something like that. Just a lot of meat slapping.
Yeah, a lot of thumps.
Yeah.
All right, we're back in the ring now. Sean Damage McNelis, I mean, three-time the first ever UWA Elite Champion. He was an iChampion, Crossroads Tournament winner, Wrestler of the Year in 2011, and just turning his back on the UWA Elite fans. Oh, Bose throws him 3/4 of the way across the ring.
There are few men in UWA Elite who have had more accolades and damage. And now he is being thrown around like a beanbag by the Wretched.
Don't forget, much as we said about KTB, adding submissions, adding technical prowess to his power, Bose has made Valentine tap out, he's made Seaway tap out before. So it is not just sheer strength that Bose is bringing to the ring.
Now Bose and Sean Damage McNelis in the corner. Oh! Nice chop to the chest.
But it should be stated, we've seen a different Bose very much over the last year. Ever since his multiple matches with Joey Silver, we've seen a Bose who takes a minute. And it's a different angle, but he's still the same monster that we have come to know.
Some unusual respect being shown to both Silver and Evans. The handshakes after the match, the crowd here not usually on the side of Bose, and they're getting turned. The crowd is getting behind him.
Just picking him up and dropping him. Do that enough times, you'll win the match.
And leg drop.
Big leg.
Now the one thing we have not mentioned is the outside members of the Army of the Dark Angel, tag team champs, Adam Bizarre and Chris Powers.
I'm hoping we don't have to mention them, but I have a feeling that's not the way it's going to go.
Oh yeah. You know, with the mentorship of Vincent and Valentine, that these men know a thing or two about organizing the outcome of what they desire.
Well, you should look. I mean, they're not even standing together on the corner of Damage. They're spread out both sides of the ring. They have their angles covered.
Some psychological warfare. They actually have Bose surrounded, quite literally, in the ring right now. And speaking of Valentine, up next we are going to have that triple threat match against Valentine, against Tech.
Again, Hedges. Yeah, Hedges, man.
Sorry, the side slam by Bose. Yes, I'm sorry. Valentine, Tech, and Hedges. The golden briefcase. I keep calling it the golden briefcase. The golden ticket briefcase being cashed in. Finally, as Dave Swan has declared that has effectively been cashed in. So now it is a triple threat match. That is coming up next. But right now, in the ring, we've got Bose with Damage up over his head, press slamming.
Wow. And that just shows you the strength of the Wretched Bose. Oh. Now he's going to go to the top.
Place where Bose knows well.
And he calls this
He just, I don't know whether you saw it, Damage kicked Valentine into the ropes, dropping Bose. That is a methodically, I don't know what the word is, conniving maneuver by Damage.
The Wretched One looking to deliver the elbows. Damage not letting him do it. Hanging him up. The hanging guillotine. Oh! Hanging DDT from the top rope.
Damage has unending amounts of stamina. He's taken quite a bit of abuse in the beginning of this match, but not to be counted out at all. Now his turn, just laying in those kicks into the ribs of the wretched.
Damage leading up to this event, declaring that he was not ready to answer any of the questions from the fans, except that one of the pillars of the UWA Elite will fall tonight.
It's like hearing that. It's something we have to consider. The Army of the Dark Angels held on to those tag straps for the better part of this year.
Indeed.
The former champion, dominant champion in Bose, is now sort of caught up facing the Damage. If Valentine holds on to the title again tonight against Hedges, who's left to topple the Army of the Dark Angels? They've taken on everyone.
Yeah, we're gonna need a miracle, James.
Bose had never won the Ultimate Turmoil match and had that title opportunity that he earned through it taken away by Damage's betrayal. So again, this is not just about title shots. This is not just about your rankings in the UWA Elite going up the ladder. It's personal. It's very deeply personal.
Oh, and yep, just like that, the Army of the Dark Angel will go after Bose as referee Ryan T is distracted.
James, you called it.
Not bizarre at all. Not bizarre.
Not bizarre.
Gravity side.
Damage not able to get the pinfall. Bose kicking out. And Damage not used to having that help at ringside either. So is this an easier match? Does Damage, is he going to have an easy way to victory here? I mean, I know no one going against the Wretched One is going to have an easy path to victory, but more than he's used to, perhaps.
Well, certainly with partners surrounding the ring, he definitely has the manpower to take down Bose.
It does add a bit of a, I don't want to say training wheels, but it does add a hopeful gear.
McNelis with that avalanche on Bose in the turnbuckle, looking to rev up the engine a little bit, get ahead of steam, and another one.
Sort of a pompous charge to Bose, who topples over like the trench he is.
Bose with the definite size advantage here, and still that was enough to send him down. That just tells you how much punishment McNelis has dealt to him so far. Oh! Double stomp!
Giving a little vim and vigor from that corner.
Placed right in the center of the abdomen, and the pinfall, only a 2 count.
Bose, as he kicks out, holds up that 2, making sure that there is no question at all that he is still in this match.
Damage in full control, and you know, you watch somebody like a Vertigo, KTB, who is getting angry that they're only at 2. Damage took that 2 count, and now he is just going, all right, I'll just do some more.
Very smart indeed.
Now, Damage leading the charge.
He knows Bose well enough to know that 1 or 2 moves, not going to do it. 1 or 2 drops, not going to do it. It's just going to be a methodical, non-stop assault to take down the Wretched.
Bose trying to escape that assault by going under the bottom rope, but McNelis is not about to let up and just drops all of his weight down onto the chest of the Wretched One. And here comes the Army.
Army of the Dark Angel capitalizing on a distracting moment.
Yeah, damage pulls Ryan T around, make sure his back is turned to what's going on.
And that's not something that Ref Ryan T is used to. If Damage is complaining about something, we're used to seeing that that's something legitimate. And Ref Ryan T kind of getting suckered in.
Damage is a smart. I mean, I'm not going to say that the Army, the bizarre powers, smart wrestling. But there is a methodical nature to he knows precisely how to get the ref, how to get the wrestler, to just manipulate every move his strength.
Damage sending Bose crashing down to the canvas. Don't forget that Damage was eliminated by Bose at the Ultimate Turmoil Gauntlet match. He was the last man eliminated. So this has a bit of a personal side for Damage as well. Maybe trying to get a little bit of revenge.
And I am intrigued to find out what the end game is going to be.
What is going through his head? Why turn your back on the people who've been so loyal to you for so long?
Yeah, it was truly a heartbreaking moment. In a moment where we thought Damage was going after Valentine.
Oh, side slam.
Bose with that kid. Oh! Bose getting right back up!
What?
We have seen that from Bose before. That moment where he reaches into whatever dark, deep, crazy pit he's got, and it just doesn't hurt. And it's his match again. And he's reached that point. Let it go to 5.
I got a little scared there, guys.
I understand. Announce team wearing the brown pants.
If you noticed, Bizarre ended up pushing the ropes toward Damage so that Sean McNelis was able to grab onto them to break up that submission. Oh, Lord!
We've been hearing thud after thud all night, and that might have been the biggest impact.
That was ridiculous. Big boot from Bose. McNelis hung up on the ropes right now. Going for the ride.
Another side slam from Bose. 1, 2.
Sidewalk slab.
6 feet down.
Sidewalk slab, not enough to put away Sean McNelis. Just softening up the back, however. It might not put him away, but damage has been done to Damage.
Every little bit helps, and these hits have gotten progressively harder and progressively more angry. And now, the damage that we saw getting up and locking the crowd and pulling Ryan T over to the corner, the man is moving a little slower.
Yeah, it just got real.
Oh,
a little bit
setting
serious.
him up for the eulogy pile driver.
Damage fights his way out of it. Oh!
Saw it coming.
Just trying to...
Continuing to kick at the jaw of Bose.
Bicycle kick. Liu Kang would be proud.
Looked like he was trying to pull that shoulder out of the socket.
Oh! He was calling out for it, but Bose heard it, and that was enough to clothesline.
The damage control has been redubbed the Event Horizon.
Now let's, in the same way that Bose was going for the eulogy pile driver, Damage had it scouted.
And
Damage went for his. Bose had it scouted.
And now Bose going to the top rope. That usually means elbows, and could not connect.
However, Bose was able to keep his feet underneath him. Damage trying to get the big man up, not quite able to do it. Eulogy coming.
There! Oh, eulogy pile driver!
Bizarre's up. Bizarre's up on the apron.
Top of his head.
But Bizarre is immediately up on the apron.
Oh, count! Left count!
Powers has the helmet.
Oh God.
Powers has the helmet that won.
Yeah, we know.
Oh,
Jesus.
It kept them the tag team titles.
That plan was so well formulated. The minute the eulogy was up, I thought Bizarre was going to stop it.
Yes! I mean, Bizarre and Powers are out of here. Referee Ryan T has ejected them from the ringside.
I mean, that's great, but I mean, too little, too late. I think as Damage throws it over, throws the arm over.
Ah, but when there is a will, there is a way, and Bose kicked out. Just when we thought all hope was lost and Sean Darius McNelis was gonna win, just because of Powers and his wretched helmet. Using wretched on the wrong person here, but
Shepard helmet.
There we go. Oh wait, Rich. Yeah, we all know how that was.
Both men beaten and broken, but Damage right now is the man who is standing.
But what we're left with is a one-on-one match between two men who have a legacy.
Oh, Event Horizon, no.
A 20-year UWA Elite legacy in that ring.
Turned into the Bose line, and then not the eulogy. Event Horizon, he hits it.
No, and that might be it.
1, 2, and 3.
Damn.
In my time here, I can count on it.
Damage, Rick.
But I was going to say before rudely interrupted by the actual ring. In my time here, I think I can count on one and the number of people I've seen win against Bose.
You know, we always see Bose come into the ring with a list of his victims on his jacket, and tonight he will not be adding Sean Damage McNelis once again to that jacket.
What does it mean for Sean Damage McNelis?
Why has he aligned himself with the army of the Dark Angel?
So many questions still unanswered. I'm sure they will be answered in time.
But one question that we are about to answer is who is going to be going into Living on the Edge July 24th with the UWA Elite Championship belt around their waist? Will it be Valentine? Will it be Hedges? Will it be Tech? We are going to get the answer to that question coming up next.
Introducing first, challenger and #1 wrestling out of Tucson, Arizona. He is the Tyrant from Tucson, the champion who was chosen the most important man in UWA Elite past, present, and future.
Tonight you all bend the knee!
Challenger and #2 wrestling out of the fields of Gettysburg. He is the leader of the UWA Army. And finally, wrestling out of Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada. He is the UWA Elite Champion, the leader of the Army of the Dark Angel, the Dark Angel, Vincent.
This year began, Vince Valentine has held that title aloft up high. And I can't think of any competitor that has come very close to taking it from him. He's just run roughshod over UWA Elite. Now he has to face against two of the legends of UWA Elite in Tech and Hedges. If there's one moment for that belt to come home, to come back to the light, somehow Hedges is a better option.
Yeah, I'd even take Hedges over Vincent Valentine.
That's saying something.
That's where we're at.
Probably the closest anyone has come to taking that belt away was Bose at Dangerous Uprisings before, well, we all know what happened with Damage.
Yup. And Vincent Valentine is methodical enough that it would not surprise me if that was his plan all along. He's now got somebody else taking care of the Bose problem.
Say what you want about Vincent Valentine, he was voted by the fans most hated and Wrestler of the Year. To be able to hold both of those means not only do the fans not like him, but they recognize how talented of a wrestler he actually is.
Certainly. And look at that, like a maestro in the corner, waving his fingers, letting the two men who have fought over a briefcase for the last 6 months.
Yeah, Vincent Valentine waiting for his moment, and that moment, I guess, has arrived, taking out both Tech and Hedges, exchanging both. Oh! And now a brief bit of teamwork between the two. Side slam from Hedges.
And the pin stopped by Tech, and that's what I'm interested in seeing. Tech and Hedges have gone, there it is. They have gone head-to-head, face-to-face, fighting over that briefcase. And do they care? Do they even recognize anymore what their fight was about? It was about this, the UWA Elite Championship.
That's what I was going to say. I was like, why? The hatred still runs deep, even though they both got what they want. A shot at the UWA Elite Championship.
Well, that said, Tech wins Hedges, Tech's the champion. So, I guess it's still kind of smart.
Yeah, Vincent Valentine, absolutely. Wait for his moments, but yeah, he doesn't have to be the man to get pinned to lose that title.
I just hope that they don't focus much on each other as they do Vincent Valentine. I mean, Vincent Valentine, he's just chilling.
And he is from the most powerful country in the Union, Canada. Vincent Valentine sees that pin, drops it, and then rolls out of the ring just to wait and bide his time. And that's what they're going to have to face. It doesn't matter what their hatred for each other hard as it may be. They are dealing with a mastermind on the outside of the ring. The third person in this match doesn't care about anything other than just catching his win and getting the heck out of it.
Hedges and Tech, the very recent tag team partners. Rather thrown together tag team partners. Losing to Dog Nation and to the surprise of absolutely nobody when the two of them could not get on the same page. Beautiful drop kick from the top rope by Tech. Tech getting out of the way. Valentine dropping the elbow onto Hedges.
It still did what it was supposed to do. It stopped that knee.
Speaking of odd tag teams, I mean, Hedges' very first match here in UWA Elite was as a tag team partner to Vincent Valentine. That was his first match here. It's also the last time that the two of them were in the ring together.
Now Hedges and Tech looking in Vincent Valentine's way. They're going to team up and go after the Dark Angel.
Well, it only took the first 5 minutes of the match and 6 months of fighting to figure it out.
Strange bedfellows, but why not? Clothesline by Tech and a back elbow by Hedges. I guess they're on the same page now.
I mean, I'll say this, they're at least in the same pool.
Hedges with the pin. Yeah, we knew Tech wasn't going to let that fly. Breaking it up at barely 1.
Get him up! Tech now giving the rare order to Hedges.
Yeah, when does Hedges ever listen to anybody?
I guess when it comes to taking out Valentine, why not, right?
Valentine getting out of the way just in time.
Looked like Tech was looking to deliver an elbow to Valentine. Oh, and Hedges using Tech as a weapon.
He just threw him He just made Tech do a crossbody on the Valentine.
King Lawn Dart Tech neutralized that judo move. Those martial arts chops and kicks from Vincent Valentine have been a wicked part of his arsenal.
Yeah, that Mantis-style kung fu that Valentine has been boning up on, and sending Tech back out to the outside into the crowd.
Vincent Valentine scaling Hedges. Let's go for that right hand.
Hedges saw it, and now it is Hedges in control of this match, ducking under that double axe. Oh!
Don't forget, Hedges believes that he is the answer to the prophecy, that he is destined to get that UWA Elite Championship belt around his waist. He has declared the prophecy is coming true. He saw the golden ticket briefcase as confirmation that the prophecy was actually coming true, and he was going to be getting that championship belt.
Again, Valentine scaling Hedges. Hedges gets to his feet.
Locks it.
Big back elbow by Hedges. Valentine out to the outside. Tech looks like, climbing the stairs, looking to come back in while Hedges' back is turned. Smart move by King Tech. Up and over and onto Valentine goes Tech.
Whether it was intentional or not.
That's the second time he's used him as a weapon in the last 3 minutes.
I mean, if there's some...
Oh no, Hedges! Oh man, that looked like a rough landing for Hedges, but he's back up. Taking it like a champ.
Referee and T out there to check on everyone.
All three men now on the outside of the ring.
He's got a chair.
I wonder if he was looking for something specific and then decided that was good enough.
I heard him say table. It looked like that's what he was looking for.
But a chair will do the job.
Chair, absolutely. When you're in a pinch, whatever weaponry you can find. There it is. He found it.
Oh man. Well, now we've seen everything tonight.
He requested it. His request has been fulfilled.
I mean, maybe that was, he wished it into being. Maybe his prophecy
It
was
is the
secret.
prophecy.
Yeah.
The prophecy was there was a table underneath the ring?
Yes. Prophecies work in mysterious ways.
They don't all have to be major prophecies. There are minor prophecies.
Alright, so the prophecy for me is I'm going to win the lottery.
That would be a major prophecy.
Absolutely.
Hedges setting up that table that can only mean bad things for either Tech or Valentine.
I said, where is Tech? Did you find a mouse holder for all this?
Yeah, you know what? I have not seen him.
And wherever he's hiding, it's not a bad idea.
Yeah? What do you think about it in that way?
Let Hedges and Valentine tear each other apart. Basically the same strategy that the Dark Angel was employing at the beginning of this match.
And I think we are on the far side of
There he is.
Well, we saw him pop up and
yeah, we saw him pop up and pop back down.
Like a whack-a-mole.
Our vantage point right here from across the ring, all we see are bodies going left and right, up and down.
Anything could be happening.
Hedges and Tech are coming more towards the entrance ramp. Actually at the picnic table area.
Yup, there.
Tech being generously given one of the ringside seats here at UWA Elite. Usually fans have a bit more fun than Tech is currently having.
Now Tech is on top of Hedges.
He's got him in a sleeper hold while now Vincent Valentine is just taking shots and kicks at Hedges' body.
How is Hedges still standing?
It's like trying to, like a lumberjack chopping at the tree, just not going down until now.
That sidekick from Valentine, I think, finally did the job.
We can kill each other. Get the tape.
Now, I don't know whether you heard Valentine. He says we take him out and then we can kill each other, which is
what a generous offer.
I mean, that's the plot of Romeo and Juliet.
Hedges going through that table. Looks like we're going with a double suplex here to try and get that big man up.
Oh, but Hedges! He reverses it.
Out of any of those three men, Hedges would be the man to do it. T giving a lot of leeway for these men.
I mean, it is for the championship. It's a triple threat match. There is a whole lot on the line, and referee T, I think, recognizing that, letting these three men beat the crap out of each other.
Yeah, put simply. Plus, this is the golden ticket winners, so they've sort of earned this match, even though it took them 3-4 months of fighting each other to get here.
Fighting everywhere, fighting in people's yards, fighting in Dave Swan's garage.
Yeah, on personal property.
And this match getting darker and darker as it goes off into the distance.
Oh, literally, yeah. Yeah.
All we see are shadow puppets moving in
While you guys are seeing a little bit more than we are, we will remind you that next month we will be back here in South River at the South River VFW, July 24th, for UWA Elite's Living on the Edge. Tickets are going to be available. By the time you are seeing this, tickets are going to be available. Go to UWAElite.com. Make sure you are following at UWA Elite on all of the social media. Make sure you're staying current with all the UWA Elite action.
Yeah, well, they continue to play idols and girls.
Yeah, we can't really see what is going on. You can see the UWA Elite Army.
I saw Flying Tech for a minute.
Okay, there we go.
And this is just one more reason why you want to be here live in South River, making sure you're catching the action as it happens rather than waiting for the streaming on-demand service. However, for $6.99 a month, you get hundreds of hours of UWA Elite content.
Oh, Tech.
A drop toe hold.
Yep.
Sending Hedges crashing into the ground.
I assume that's what that was.
I mean,
it looked like it. Yeah, it looked like it.
People fall in a very specific way with the drop toe.
Oh, he's got the golden ticket briefcase.
And I think it's, in this moment, unless Ryan T takes it away, it's going to be allowed.
Well, it looks like Hedges is looking to take it away.
Oh, kendo stick! Blindsiding King Tech! Oh, and kendo stick meets the golden ticket briefcase.
Like a shield, Vincent ducks it! And we are having ourselves a fight for the grail on the outside of the ring.
Hedges with that very smart maneuver, just using that briefcase as a shield against the kendo stick that took out Bose.
They're moving back around to the front here of UWA Elite. Vincent Valentine looking around, trying to see where his exits may be, wielding that kendo stick.
Oh, this reminds me of Revenge of the Sith. It's a kendo stick and a briefcase.
Oh my God!
Did he break it in half?
It went flying.
Oh, it went flying.
Hedges a smile on his face.
Now it really reminds me of Revenge of the Sith.
Taking away the weaponry of the Dark Angel.
Ducks it.
Valentine choosing not to attack, rather appealing to the softer nature of Hedges.
You and I could do this.
That sounds very familiar, doesn't it?
Didn't he just say that same thing to Tech? Is this mind games? Yes, I'm going to assume 100%.
Yeah, why wouldn't it be? Do you expect anything less from the Dark Angel?
I mean, and he keeps asking the guy that's got the fist next to his face. He's been fighting to a standstill.
Tech is still MIA.
Oh, he's got the kendo stick again. Once again, Hedges blocking it, using the briefcase as a shield.
They are heading further back towards the locker room area.
Hedges delivering the briefcase to the gut of Valentine, and then right across the back.
Hey, don't!
Whoa! Tech is on the top of the trailer! No way! Tech should fly! Tech just flew! And he just took out Vincent Valentine and Hedges! What did I just see?
Tech flying over our heads, literally over the commentary.
I didn't even see him! Did anybody see him?
Yeah, I saw him fall 20 feet onto Vincent Valentine and Hedges.
Carnage in the entryway.
How the hell did he get up there?
Did the prophecy foretell a flying King Tech?
God, I jumped out of my seat. I don't know about you guys. That was insane.
Hedges, Tech, Valentine, all three men down in the entryway here.
This is mine.
Vincent Valentine crawling forward.
The Dark Angel flowing through my veins.
Valentine trying to call upon the power of the Dark Angel
Unlimited power.
To will himself to victory.
Tech calling on the power of unlimited craziness, flying and now getting back to his feet.
The support of the UWA Elite Army getting behind Tech right now. Valentine telling the fans at ringside, you are nothing. Meanwhile, Ref Ryan T still checking on Hedges, who seems to have taken the worst of that dive from King Tech.
Valentine begging for mercy, trying to... He's trying to make the deal again for a third time.
Just like old times. What was that, like 10 minutes ago?
I mean, 10 minutes and 20 years.
Don't forget, Tech once walked in darkness. He said it himself.
That's right, Tech isn't going to have any more of this. He is on the attack of the Dark Angel.
Here's the moment.
Hedges has made his way to his feet. He's got the kendo stick and he's got the briefcase.
He is on shaky
the sword
legs.
and shield, both in hand. From Hedges. Hedges dropping down, Tech getting out of the way, but he's going to put it into a pinfall, hooking the leg of Valentine and a short cannonball from Tech.
Utilizing the same way it was at the beginning of this match. Honestly, one of these two men, Hedges or King Tech, is in the best position of UWA Elite to be the next champion. All they have to do is finally decide who.
Looks like Hedges dragging Tech. Suplex? No, just a forearm to the side of the head. Another one. Driving that forearm and elbow into the side of Tech.
Vincent Valentine falling behind.
And again, as long as two men are focused on each other, the third can maybe get a little bit of a recovery. So much for that.
Way to take out both men by Hedges. A bulldog clothesline combination.
Smart by Hedges, crawling right over to Tech, hooking a leg. If you can't pin Valentine, try and pin Tech.
Hedges, now what does he have to do? One of these men needs to stay down to 3 for Hedges to fulfill his prophecy.
Tyrant from Tucson on his feet right now. Grabs the back of the head of Valentine.
Oh, that throat chop. That's a setup for the heart punch. No, King Tech.
King Tech looking in a crucifix. Oh, just the back hip from Hedges.
All that weight of the Dark Angel just fell on top of the King. Oh.
Looked like King Tech was trying to maybe get a crucifix driver on Valentine. Wasn't able to pull through though.
Didn't work in his favor, that's right.
Oh, low blow from Valentine.
And he doesn't have to worry about the ref seeing it. Not in this match.
Not in the triple threat. Valentine. Oh!
Valentine telling Tech to hit Hedges.
Tech kicks out, and same as Hedges did, Tech doing the exact same thing. If you can't pin Hedges, pin Valentine.
These close 2 counts, every single person in this ring has gotten them.
I mean, this is just a war at this point. Up and over goes King Tech with the T-shooter Bulldog. But he's not pinning Valentine. He's looking for Hedges. T-shooter Bulldog again up the ropes.
Wants to make sure that
and down he goes. Both men taking that T-shooter Bulldog from King Tech. Who's it going to be?
He wanted to make sure that Hedges didn't interrupt the pin, but now has there been enough time that Valentine will interrupt the pin?
Oh, he's looking for the cannonball.
Tech going up to the top rope, but Valentine sends him back all the way down to the ground outside the ring.
Now this is it. Vincent Valentine thinks he's up. No! Diamond Valley Driver, no!
Looking for the nail in the coffin.
Trading finishers. There it is. The Diamondback Driver from Hedges.
Oh, but the Dark Angel very smart to roll out of the ring.
Still not over.
This match will continue. This war will continue just a little bit longer.
Every man throwing everything they have at each other, and neither Hedges nor Tech can dethrone Valentine. When it seems like somebody finally has their moment to shine, the other two have found their way outside the ring, or a close 2 count, or they have a shield, or they're flying off a building.
Hedges and Valentine now squaring off. Well, the fans here at ringside know what they want. Are they willing this prophecy into existence as well?
Hedges now going up to the top. I assume Valentine has been laid out on that table.
Look out, here comes Tech again. Tech's got the briefcase in his hand.
Uh-oh, and Hedges don't see it!
Oh! Just waffles Hedges across the side of the head with the golden ticket briefcase.
I quote Quick Draw McGraw, who said, El Kabam!
Tech,
Oh my
Tech is
God!
standing on the back of Hedges, up on the top turnbuckle.
Cannonball from a turnbuckle and a Hedges!
Tech is gonna fly. Cannonball! Oh! Cannonball! On the Dark Angel through the table, sending him right to the depths of hell! Here comes the army of the Dark Angel out to ringside.
This is not good!
Powers, Bizarre, and McNelis all taking out Hedges right now inside the ring.
This is the moment. This is 100% the moment where this match should have ended. And of course, Valentine has a plan.
Ref Ryan T trying to get some semblance of control, but there's nothing he can do about it.
Guys, chaos has ensued.
We saw in the previous match he was able to throw out Bizarre and Powers. He's not able to here. And no one in the UWA Elite is going to come to the protection of Hedges.
King Tech crawling back under the ropes into the ring.
And he has briefcase at hand, and he's going on the attack.
Briefcase to McNelis, briefcase to Powers. Bizarre.
Stopped by Hedges.
Hedges with the German. A German release suplex. Tech brings a jawbreaker to the side of the head of Damage. Diamondback driver from Hedges.
And every man is down except the one that matters in that ring. Wait, I'm wrong. I keep forgetting.
Anybody can get a pinfall in this one. They're just,
and it's Tech! Tech is down!
Diamondback driver from Hedges, 1, 2,
no!
No way! 2 only as Tech kicks out of the Diamondback driver.
So much back and forth. The spirit of the King still lives on with that kick out of the pinfall attempt.
And how much has that taken out of Hedges? You can see him holding his midsection. Don't forget, it was not that long ago that he took that splash from Tech off of the storage facility behind us.
Storage trailer, whatever you want to call it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Couldn't get that word out.
Ryan T checking on King Tech. What has Hedges got over there?
Hedges has the bat.
The bat.
We've got a kendo stick, we've got a bat, we've used briefcases, we've used tables.
Dogs and cats living together.
Mass hysteria.
We have not seen the Dark Angel since he took that cannonball through the table. This is a 2-man match. And they have fought their way through UWA Elite for the last 6 months.
Tech struggling to get up. He has been through so much in this matchup.
Batter up, no. Tech ducks under, grabs the bat away from Hedges, waffles him across the side of the face.
We just saw King Tech use a bat. Not the sort of thing you expect from the King, but desperate times, desperate measures.
And now he's going to the top. Could one more cannonball do it?
Nobody's in sight, no army, no Dark Angel.
A little bit of struggle, Tech trying to balance himself, looking to the crowd for support. He calls for it. Cannonball from King Tech, and it hits!
With precision!
Picture perfect. 1, 2,
Damage! Just pulling the official out to stop the count. The Dark Angel is back in the ring. Tech doesn't see him.
I thought Damage was out.
Oh! Nail in the coffin, no. Tech is able to hold on to the middle rope.
Oh, but the Dark Angel, and the nail in the coffin! The nail in the coffin connects. 1, 2,
game over!
The winner of the match is the UWA Elite Champion, the Dark Angel, Vincent.
The Dark Angel has retained the UWA Elite Champion with a little bit of assistance.
Quite a lot of assistance, I would have to say. The Army of the Dark Angels celebrating in the middle of the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, UWA Elite fans, he is still the UWA Elite Champion, the Dark Angel Vincent Valentine. For Dave Swan, for JC, for James, and for myself, MC Hale, be with us July 24th. Living on the Edge. We will see you at ringside.
I have heard the word mentor thrown around, legend, that's great. But I'd like to remind you, here in the crowd and everybody in that locker room, I'm more than a mentor, I'm more than a legend, I'm a freaking god. Thank you.
I'm here for one reason, and that's to fight. I'm not here to be one of the boys. I'm here because I thoroughly enjoy hurting people. I am the most superior of siblings!
And truth, you want me to hit them with a truth ball? Here's some truth. BT Ball is now and forever, as long as we see fit, the iChampion of UWA Elite. I'll tell you something, Michael Seaway, who's a failure. 1 second, I'm talking.